Okay, everyone. Just waiting for the other team to show up here, and we will be getting ready to go in just a few minutes. Cameron will be back in just a couple of minutes, and this game should be underway shortly. Meantime, let's see if I can think of some music to put up here.
Med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright. The stream's on. I'm just playing
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker. Med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Och pusha på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan, vi sitter här i väntan, vi sitter här i väntan.
And then I'm gonna rename Shagbark real quick.
You can go do that.
Shag Broski. Should I do Shag Bro or Shag Broski?
Shag Bro. Shag Broski is too tryhard. I was thinking of renaming Roshan to Broshan. You think that's okay?
John? Yeah, dude.
Oh shit, where's the music?
Dude. So, how's your day been?
Pretty good. Okay. Bro.
So the other guys, the other teams are still in the game right now?
Broshan. Yeah.
We've got Shag Bro and Broshan. Life is good.
Cam, what music do you want me to play on the stream now?
Oh, I don't know.
Something on YouTube.
Let me just check my history real quick. There's porn, but
Let me think. Oh, wait. No, I think I have an idea.
wait, no, I got one. This song's great.
Just send it to me on Facebook.
Okay.
Or, actually, Mumble will work. Whatever.
Well, I just put it on Facebook.
Okay, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it does.
Love me cancerously, like the salt sore soaked in the sea. High maintenance means you're a gluttonous queen, narcissistic and mean. through moonbeams slowly. She knows just how to hold me. And when her edges soften, her body is my coffin. I know she drains me slowly. She wears me down to bones in bed. Must be the sign on my head. It says, oh, love me dead. Love me dead. Wow. Love me cancerously. How's your new boy? Does he know about me? You got the mark of the beast. You're born of a jackal. You're beautiful. She moves through moonbeams slowly. She knows just how to hold me. And when her edges soften, her body is my coffin. I know she drains me slowly. She wears me down to bones in bed. What about the sign on my head? It says, oh, love me dead. Love me dead. Oh, love me dead.
Dude, you know what the best part about EG being a legit like team now is I have an EG pennant. I'm super excited. used to that.
Seven viewers so far.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's a birthday dude.
I'm gonna set my shit now instead of later. Interface, want speed off. Oh, let me turn my netgraph off. Netgraph off. There we go. That's all good. And now open mic, so it will always go. It should be working right. Hi, everything else is good here. Okay. Cam, make sure you have open mic turned on in your audio settings.
Audio settings? You mean like the mumble audio settings?
No, I mean in Dota. Because someone wants to watch in game.
Alright. Audio. Open mic on. Cool. Apparently I missed all this. What the hell?
Oh, what else can I play? Oh. Keeping it classy on this stream. You'll hear it
I'm gonna turn the stream back on. I thought we were starting.
There's only 3 people in. Sorry about the wait, everyone. We're just waiting for the rest of the other team to get in here. Should be not too long. Good stuff.
Yeah, dude.
You should hear the music now.
Yeah, I am. Not gonna lie, I don't care for the classical Pokemon theme song, so I'll just listen to Fall Out Boy. Cause you know. Also, you have a song request. Play Tank.
Never heard it before, but I'll look it up.
Me. Learn new things.
Is this Tank the person, I guess?
I don't know. Let me look at it. I think it is one of these people. Just like play one and ask them if it's the right thing. I think either one of those first two would work.
I'm just gonna play the top song, the one that has like 12 million views. You ready?
Yep.
Turn down the bed. Turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me. Tell me no lies. Just hold me close. Don't patronize.
Now someone from the other team dropped.
Don't patronize.
Good stuff. Good stuff. High quality performance here.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I
I would be able to tell what's happening, but they're only talking Chinese, so I don't know.
don't
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should be very thankful that you do this for them.
They're not all Chinese, you realize.
I
Like,
know that.
3 of the teams are Chinese out of 8? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have we played with have all the Chinese teams with us then? Or like,
Yeah.
I think we have seen all of them. But it's such a good song. Anyways,
if you won't. No, you won't. 'Cause I can't make
Go, go, go. Woo! Getting started.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Ah.
Such disconnect. Much wow.
SWY hopefully will get back in the game. Alright, he's
Wait,
back.
say something again.
You say something again.
I don't see you showing up on the Dota client in terms of audio.
Really?
Yes, correct. Well,
Alright.
anyways, this is the game. Let me just turn on my audio a little bit more so I can hear my beautiful Storm Spirit announcer.
Radiant team.
Can you hear it now?
Well, now I can't tell. If
Dire team
you
ban.
are talking and the Dota client is recognizing it, you'll see the little speech bubble in the bottom right once we get into the game. So just check
Alright.
it once we get in. Sorry about the delay, everyone. Other
10
team
seconds, 10
was, I
seconds
guess,
remaining.
not ready or something, but it's no big deal. Okay, that's a big deal. I just dropped.
Alright.
That's a pretty big deal. My Dota just completely crashed, so, you know.
Yeah, dude. Alright, so let's start with these bans and picks. So, first we're going to see a Lone Druid ban from Assassinations, followed by a Death Prophet and Slark bans by Are You Not Satisfied? Now, Evan, how do you feel about the Lone Druid ban? We really haven't been seeing him too much lately. Do you think it's really worth the ban, or do you think they're just scared of it?
It's probably a, like, specific ban against someone on the other team, I would imagine.
Alright, alright. Well, we're going to be seeing the Viper banned out. We've actually been seeing a lot of the 3 other banned out heroes lately, so that is going to leave room for this Invoker to get picked up. Now, for this Invoker, do you think we're going to be seeing a Quaswex Invoker or a Quas Exhort Invoker?
Quaswex is better, I believe, in my opinion.
I think Quaswex is really good if you... I don't know, if Are You Not Satisfied doesn't have a lot of crowd control, then we're probably going to be seeing a Quaswex Invoker. If not, it would be kind of nice to see a Quas Exhort for that, well, it's not necessarily the shotgun build. I think the shotgun build is Wex Exhort, but, you know. And we're going to see a first pick Axe by Assassinations. That's pretty ballsy. I think the last time we saw the Axe, he turned out really poorly for the team that picked him, but I think you were casting that one with Rourke, so I wasn't there
Maybe,
for that one.
yeah. I just had to reset all of my settings again, but should be good now. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. No idea what I did before. But what do you think on Axe versus Invoker? It seems to me that Invoker can easily
Radiant
control
team pick.
the Axe.
Yeah, Axe really depends on just being right-clicked on, and Invoker has a lot of magic burst to really make Axe kind of useless, especially if he gets caught in an EMP that instantaneously drains all of Axe's mana, and then he can't dunk, he can't call, he can't do battle hungers, he can really just hope to get spins. But we are going to see a Vengeful Spirit pickup, which I think is pretty nice. I think Venge is a pretty strong support
10
hero.
seconds remaining.
Do you think they're going to get a combo with that, or do you think they're just picking it up because she's relatively strong anyways?
I think the basically guaranteed stun is actually pretty good on Venge, because you see a lot of heroes that don't have that, like even with like Lion's Earth Spikes, for example, that
10
doesn't
seconds
always hit,
remaining.
and a lot of other stuns you have to channel or something like that,
5
or you
seconds
have to
remaining.
hit it before and hope that it'll land. So Venge, like, providing the guaranteed stun
Reserve
is
time.
actually pretty important, in addition to her other stuff like the swap, which is nice. And it'll be good for locking down this Timber Saw here, because Timber Saw really wants to keep timber chaining around the fight.
Yeah, and with the pickup of the Timber Saw, though, Venge is relatively squishy. She has a pretty decent strength gain. I think it's the second or third highest for agility heroes. I'd have to double check that. But he's also going to be really good against the axe because that whirling death against any strength hero is just insta death. But we are going to be seeing the Luna band out, which I think is really smart. Luna is way, way strong right now. You can just fit her with anything you want. Having a Luna on your team really usually designates which team's going to win.
Yeah, I agree with that. And what do you think about the axe versus the timber saw? Do you think that axe is going to do well in
10
terms of
seconds
shutting down the
remaining.
timber saw in fights, or do you think it could go the other way around here?
5
No,
seconds
Axe doesn't have the... Okay, Timber Saw really doesn't require right clicks. He mostly is just going to be doing Whirling Death, Timber Chain, and his ult. So, Axe is going to be falling into all the burst magic that's going to be coming out. It's actually pure damage, which makes it even worse. So, Timber Saw is really just going to be putting a hurting on Axe, especially, like I said earlier, with the Whirling Death taking away 15% of your main stats.
10
It just
seconds
really
remaining.
hurts strength heroes so much more than other heroes.
seconds remaining.
We are also going to be seeing Earthshaker band out and OD band out.
I think OD is good. I don't know about Earthshaker personally.
I feel like Earthshaker is starting to become a more popular support because between Echo Slams, Fissures, and Aftershock, he just has so much burst damage and so much control that it's really hard to deal with an Earthshaker.
Yeah, I
But-
guess it would be okay with a timber saw with the timber chain, and he can basically
Radiant
go
team
over the
pick.
fissure, but we'll see. Silencer here, I think, is a pretty damn good pick, considering they have Invoker and Timber Saw, who are pretty reliant on casting spells and having the, what is it,
Dire team
4
pick.
initial seconds of basically just complete domination by your side in terms of being able to cast spells is going to really help.
Yeah, a lot of those team fights are going to be probably centered around Silencer having his ultimate or not. We are going to be seeing the Crystal Maiden picked up. How do you feel about Crystal Maiden lately? I feel like she's almost she's starting to fade away a bit. Other supports are starting to get picked up. We're starting to see a lot more like Vengeful Spirits and Banes and stuff. But I think Crystal Maiden's slowly phasing out. Do you think that's just a little thing, or do you think she might?
Yeah, I think she's phasing out to the... though she is good in the early game, she's good in the early game against a team that isn't. And if the other team has pretty good damage early, then she'll just never
10
really
seconds,
rise to
10
any sort of
seconds
relevance because
remaining.
she moves really slowly and she
5
can die
seconds
really
remaining.
easily. She'll help out this Timber Saw a bit with the early mana, but what I'm really interested in here
Reserve
is the
time.
Tusk. Now, what do you think about the Tusk versus these heroes? I mean, it seems to me like it might not do that well against the Timber Saw with the Timber Chain, but against the other heroes it could do quite well.
Well, with the pickup of the Lifestealer, unfortunately, Tusk isn't going to be doing great against the Lifestealer or the Timber Saw. Walrus Punch does go through Lifestealer's Rage. Unfortunately, like, not the damage does, but the actual stun itself does. So Tusk will
10
do
seconds remaining.
decent, maybe, against Lifestealer. Timber Saw, not so great.
5
But against
seconds remaining.
Invoker, and especially Crystal Maiden, Tuskar generally tends to, quite literally, snowball over those heroes.
Hmm. And does the Tusk
Radiant
ult
team
go
ban.
through Rage?
Yeah, it's so it goes through magic immunity. The damage will not because Walrus Punch is actually magic damage, but the actual knockup will knock
Okay.
you up, magic immune or not.
So it'll
So
help
it's-
a little bit.
It definitely helps against like a channeled ultimates, but against the Lifestealer, it'll mostly just kill off like. Let me take a look. It's just going to take a second off the rage, which late game might actually be pretty good. But we're going to be seeing Witch Doctor get banned out. I like that. I think Witch Doctor's starting to get picked more because since his Death Ward is actually physical damage, it makes a lot of those natural BKB carries and even heroes like Lifestealer, which I'm a little bit surprised that Assassinations banned it out
Yeah.
because against a Lifestealer, Witch Doctor works really well because that the Death Ward is physical damage. And we're also going to be seeing the Dragon Knight banned out. So, Are You Not Satisfied is banned out 3, potentially 4 mid heroes, and a carry. So, they're really trying to make their mid easy for an Invoker. if Assassinations runs this Silencer or this Tusk mid, I don't think Invoker is going to have a very easy time. Both those heroes
Yeah, I
generally tend
agree.
to overpower in the mid position.
10 seconds
But I am
remaining.
interested because this could either be an off-laning Tusk or it could
5
be a carry
seconds
Tusk. I
remaining.
know I've seen some pro teams run the carry Tusk, and it actually works really disgustingly well. Like Tusk works almost a lot like Slardar, where once he starts going, like nothing can stop him.
Mhm.
But we'll see how they want to do that.
Do you know if you cast Last Word on Lifestealer and he rages if he takes the damage?
No, it makes it magic immune.
So he won't take any damage from that and he won't be silenced?
It's kind of like when Puck phase shifts out. He won't get silenced and he won't take damage.
Okay.
And we're going to be seeing the Drow Ranger. Alright, so we're probably going to be seeing this Tusk in the off-lane position unless that Drow... Are we going to be seeing an EE Sama style Drow here? Are we going to be seeing that Blink Dagger Mask of Madness Mjolnir Drow Ranger?
You could also have Axe in the off lane and then have, like, a support silencer so you could have a Tusk mid or something like that.
And
We'll
we're going to be
see.
seeing the last pick Visage. I don't really know how I feel about that. Visage will be good against Drow because for the Grave Chill, the slow on the attack speed is going to really help during team fights. With the exception of actually just the Drow, Assassinations team's relatively tanky, even Silencer's relatively tanky. So the Visage Soul Assumption might not be exceptional this game.
You should
but-
turn on your open mic because you're not showing up in the game as broadcasting. Looks like both teams are going to smoke
Alright.
here. Or wait, no, sorry, the other team just bought a smoke. But it looks like Radiant is going to go in under cover of smoke here, and we'll see what they want to do here.
Oh, dude, Invoker's got the Arsenal Magus cave.
We'll
Legit.
go over the... Well, they're not going to go over that way. They are going to check rush, discover that they're not there, and then they will back out. Yeah, check the Ancients too. So we'll go over the lineup here. This is Are You Not Satisfied? We have Lost Sleeper on the Timber Saw. We have... Oh, I'm going to cheat here. Easy on the Invoker. We have No playing Crystal Maiden. Down here we have Min playing Visage. And Limbo Muhui
Battle begins.
playing Lifestealer. And on Assassination side, we have Alphonse Jin playing the Vengeful Spirit. We have SWY playing Tusk. Aroy will be playing Drow in the mid. Jin will be playing Axe over on top lane, with Ashroy playing the Silencer. What do you feel about these lanes? Start off with the top lane, I guess.
Alright, give me a second because I'm trying to figure out my stuff.
Okay, no problem. I'll analyze here. So let's see, we have a Timber Saw versus an Axe and a Silencer. I don't know, because Timber Saw really relies on that Timber Chain to back away from any possible engagements, and with Silencer having the last word, which he has not scaled up yet, he will be able to output a decent amount of damage as well as preventing a possible escape of more than one Timber Chain, so he'll really only have one possible to get out of there. On the bot lane here we have, looks like a dual lane here, if you're not counting this jungling CM, who's actually doing not that well. Well, eats the tango and should be reasonably okay. And I think the Nakes is going to have a little bit of a tough time here, depending on how much they want to get aggressive here. Because with
Alright,
the ice shards, you can do a little bit of damage to the Nakes. And mid, Invoker versus Drow, I actually feel like Invoker can win this lane. It seems interesting they would put a Drow from Assassinations against this Invoker, because a lot of the other mid heroes they actually probably could have beat Invoker, but I don't think Drow really wins this.
Alright, so the thing's really not working out that well for me. I'll work on it a little bit later, but I don't really want to miss a huge amount of this.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You just
So-
press open mic and set your threshold down.
I did. Oh, the threshold down?
Yeah, so that you can picked up.
Alright, does it work now?
Oh, actually, it looks like
Lord.
in the jungle. They managed to catch at the CM. I just caught the very end of that. They're going to open wounds the Vengeful Spirit, and will manage to pick her off. Does he have enough mana for another open wounds? Looks like no. Visage will pursue it for a second, but then back off. So it ends up being 1-for-1. And who got the first blood here? Looks like Tusk. That's really going to help him out. I want to see what he's going to end up building here. Looks like he'll get a Bracer and may decide to go for an early Drum, which could help the snowball speed. Someone's saying Walrus Punch is physical here. So I guess we'll probably see that interaction at some point. And Silencer getting some pretty good levels here. It looks like he's been left solo against the Timbersaw as Axe. No, looks like Axe is just checking the rune. We'll go around the Timbersaw, and they've put the Battle Hunger onto him. He doesn't have the Berserker's Call though, so they're not gonna be able to get this. And Silencer almost ends up dying, actually. Not really sure about the effectiveness of that gank. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, looks like they are getting under the tower here, but they should be fine. And in mid, looks like Invoker's just checking stuff out with his Invis rune, and we'll just pop it. Not too useful right now. Axe is sitting at the top of the CS board currently, but considering those are only jungle creeps, it's not as important, but Lifestealer, second on the list. Doing pretty well here on this tri lane, as looks like Venge and the Tusk are not outputting that sort of aggression that I thought they might have. Invoker doing pretty good as well, and really Assassinations is not doing that well in terms of farm here. In fact, it looks like Silencer may end up dying here, and will with the last Timber Chain. So these lanes are really not going very well for Assassinations. They're losing bot lane, and they're losing mid lane, and now they're losing top lane. So I think they should switch lanes here. Switch a better mid down here, not the Drow. Could maybe the Silencer, depending on the level discrepancy between them, or maybe just the Tusk. But
Alright, wait, is this working?
yeah, it's working.
Alright, cool. Let me counterpoint. Alright, so the reason that they're putting Drow mid is that Drow really needs levels. And Invoker, actually, since he's going for the Quas Exhort build, he doesn't necessarily have the,
Oh my god,
like, he does have some
crashed
kill potential,
again.
but he needs a lot more levels than he normally would as a Quas Wex Invoker. The other thing with running the Drow mid instead of the Silencer is that Drow, although you did see Silencer just die, unfortunately, to the Timbersaw, he's technically supposed to have an easier time against the Timbersaw than a Drow would, because Drow doesn't have any way of stopping him from casting abilities. And Drow, other than her slow... Well, I mean, she does have Gust. Let's look at her build real quick. So she's going for the 3-1-1. Okay, so she might have been able to go against the Timbersaw. I think she probably would have fed a bit more by now. I mean, she probably would have died a couple times. It wouldn't have been that well. But there's some action going down bot. Oh, never mind. Oh, man.
I'm reconnecting
Okay,
back
yeah,
into
this
the
open
game.
mic shit is not working.
I don't...
Just...
No, your mic shit was working. It said that it was. It said that it was displaying on the thing. And I'm getting back into the game now.
It's all weird online.
What do you mean it's all weird?
I don't know, dude. Like, it doesn't catch it, everything, and it's... I don't know. It's just not working that well.
Oh, it's because you have, like, the recognition set up so that it takes a second before it starts broadcasting it. You don't have to deal with that now. That's not as big of a deal. Let me just reset all of my settings once again here. Check that. And turn that down. And okay. So, looks like not too much happening here. They're considering going on the Tusk. They will pop the open wounds and the rage as well. CM pops the stun, and with the soul assumption, they will manage to get the kill. Tusk pops the ward here, and it seems kind of like a waste, actually.
Yeah, unfortunately, having to pick up a level of Frozen Sigil instead of just being able to max out the Ice Shards and the Snowball kind of is it kind of shows the unfortunate situation that Tusk is in. It means that he doesn't have as much burst and kill potential later, like in these earlier stages of the game, which is really where Tusk is supposed to be shining. So the rotation
Actually, doing a pretty good amount of damage to the timber saw. No ult, unfortunately. Otherwise, Axe may have been able to even get that kill. I'm gonna turn down my scroll speed a bit. Turn up, down, I don't know.
up, down, left, right, yeah, select start.
They are actually going to pop the open wounds onto the Venge, and will manage to get her with the Frost Nova, or the Crystal Nova.
Radiant's
Yeah,
top tower
I'm
is
thinking
under
of
attack.
Lich. Okay, I will get this speed right. Need to turn the acceleration down. There we go.
Radiant must summon the spirit
Just
to
don't
defend
crash
the
again,
top
and
tower.
we'll be okay. Unfortunately, only 5 viewers currently, as it's a little bit early and also unofficial. We'll see if we can get more viewers throughout the night here. Looks like Lifestealer will pop the open wounds down on the bot lane and is going to infest into a creep, not going to have enough damage to kill the Tusk, and is going to have to pop the Rage to ensure that nothing bad happens to him on his way out.
We're seeing a rotation with the Axe right now. He has no mana though, so I have no idea what he's
I
going
heard
to
a
be doing.
Sunstrike, but I don't know where it was.
It might have been mid, but I didn't notice it either.
Let's see.
His
Looks
bot
like
lane's still full of
Silencer.
action though.
Silencer's doing okay. Look, yeah, we are going to have some action on the bot lane here, as Axe is going in deep for this Visage. Not going to end up doing really much at all there, and now that they've shown themselves, not sure if they should really stay here. They're going to pop a aggressive ward down here.
Radiant's
They'll
middle
get the
tower
Grave
is
Chill
under
on
attack.
the Vengeful Spirit, and will stun up the Axe. And Silencer's ult, though, prevents any sort of engagement from happening. Oh, actually, it's because on top lane, he did end up dying to the Invoker and the Timber Saw.
Can its end
It's an
So dual
unfortunate
engagement
situation.
going on. Looks like they do manage to get the stun as well as the open wounds and the Grave Chill off onto Axe, and will get a kill with the Soul Assumption, doing good damage to the Tusk too. He'll pop the Sigil, maybe, nope, just enough damage to get him too. And are you not satisfied? Really dominating this game so far with
Dire's top
obviously
tower
the
is
8-1 kill
under
score
attack.
going on.
Yeah, I feel like Assassinations, their lineup is a bit too greedy.
Top tower is
Uh,
under
They're
attack.
pinging
Are you
out
not
the Vengeful Spirit, and will actually, with the CM stun and the open wounds as well as the Soul Assumption, he'll pop the stun onto Nags under tower, and they'll just barely get that kill. May get a return kill on the Visage on the way out. We'll see how much that Battle Hunger. No, not doing too much damage here, and he'll
Dire's
pop the
bottom
Tango as well.
tower is taking a
Gonna think about dunking it, actually. He has enough, and does manage to get the dunk off. Should have thought... no, I guess Nyx is a little bit too high. He could have
That-
almost double dunked onto the Nyx. Yeah.
That was an expensive dunk. 763 gold? Damn. Yeah, unfortunately for Assassinations, the Are You Not Satisfied's lineup is a bit more well-rounded. Like, they don't have as much crowd control because the
Dire's middle tower
Invoker
is
didn't go for the
under
Quas Wex build. But even then,
They're gonna dive
it's-
this CM right now. Battle Hunger goes off onto the CM. She will manage to stun the Axe, which is gonna make this take a little bit longer. Courier coming in as well. She's ticking down a little bit from the Battle Hunger, but the Tranquils are keeping her up. He does manage to get the Berserker's Call off. The big snowball coming in. Will manage to hit the Ice Shards onto CM. Not dead yet. They've dived really far for this. Actually, the Timber Saw will be the first to die here. Vengeful Spirit should be next. And the Soul Assumption going off onto the Axe. And Grave Chill as well. Open Wounds coming up next, and they will get this kill, so really punishing that far dive, and this is really getting out of control. Like,
Yeah, Assassinations should they should have sacked that bot lane.
they
after
shouldn't
Tusk
have
and Venge
dived.
died. They just need to leave. The Silencer's getting not the Silencer. The Lifestealer's getting way too fat at this point. Visage has almost got a mechanism, and he's been picking up all sorts of other things. He's got clarities and smokes and whatnot, all sorts of good jazz. I mean, they just have sad walking boar right now. So I mean, it's tough. Maybe if the game goes late enough, between the Drow, the Silencer, and the Tusk, Assassinations might be able to outcarry.
Next he's
Are
going
you
to pop
not
the phase boots. He really wants to get this Tusk. Will get the drums as well. And with damage from the familiars, also doing the open wounds to make sure that the slow can get down. And they will end up killing him with the birds. There's some support coming down to this lane, but they want to wait until they're all grouped up to go down on it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nax is just going to stay here. Honestly, there's no reason for him to leave yet. The axe is going to sort of run down, sort of
Dire's middle
rattle
tower
his
is
saber,
under attack.
as they say, and will back off. Let's check the XP graph here. Already about 8k
Is running out
for
Dire's
Are You Not
middle
Satisfied?
tower.
Gold as well, about the same. And this is getting pretty bad. The top 4 out of 5 on this net worth is all Are You Not Satisfied? They do get the stun off on the Timber Saw, and he's quickly, or not the Timber Saw, the Tusk, and he's quickly dead. Also getting the Vengeful Spirit. Last word goes off onto the Timber Saw, but they will manage to take the Silencer from that. We'll do a little bit of damage to the Drow before she does run away under the base. And meanwhile, no, they're not actually going to try to push this bottom lane. I feel like they definitely could if they wanted to.
Time is running out
Don't
for
really see why
Dire's
they're
middle
not.
tower.
Dude, Are You Not Satisfied could just push every lane with one hero and have 2 people in the jungle, and Assassinations couldn't do anything about it. This game is going terribly for them right now.
Yeah.
It's almost like I don't even feel like analyzing right now, because every like 5 seconds there's a fight going on that you have to take over on. It's ridiculous.
They're going to
I
get this
didn't sign
tower
up for
too.
this. Oh, Axe denied it though.
Offensive
What a
footwork.
baller.
Dire's middle tower has been
At this
denied.
point, though,
Dire's bottom
I mean,
tower
it
has
doesn't
fallen.
matter. They already
No, it
got
doesn't
tons
matter
of
at all.
gold.
Saw it coming.
Yeah. Invoker actually was able to go for the Midas, which is actually a great item.
Yeah,
on
the Midas
Invoker.
and the bots is really...
If you're able to get a Midas on Invoker, your life is the greatest, because you're going to have such a level advantage, and you're going to be able to just cast.
Axe is
all
coming
your
in from the
spells.
side here. The familiars will scout him out. Ice Shards goes off, and the Silencer ult as well. Visage gets punched up and will die. Nice meteor hit, and Lifestealer's actually getting low here, close to death, will end up dying. The stun goes off on the Tusk to slow this down a little bit. Invoker is running away as fast as he can right now. He is going to invoke the Deafening Blast, and will consider casting it. Does cast it, but they do get the last word off onto him. Visage, at low health, swaps in, and they do manage to pick off the Silencer. Or, yeah, the Silencer dies, but they also get the CM, I mean. And
Enjoy yourself
Visage
while you
does
can,
get called
for
here,
Dire's top
but
tower has
the
fallen.
last attack will end up killing off the Axe. And that fight went a little bit better. They do actually, I believe that Sunstrike did hit, and the Timber Saw is chasing this. Should be able to get it. The Chakra misses, and as well as the Timber Chain. And he's running a little bit low on mana here. One more Timber Chain, yes, that
Radiant's middle
will
tower
end up
is
doing it.
under attack. Dire's bottom
And
tower
they'll
is
consider
under
pushing this
attack.
bottom tower here too, as they do have 3 heroes here as well as the familiars. The familiars will stomp down in order to get that damage back up.
Dire's bottom tower.
They don't even really need the birds at this point.
Yeah,
they might
I guess
as well
they
start
don't.
sending the birds top.
Yep, they do manage to clean out the tower, doing some good damage to Vengeful Spirit, and unfortunately the Chakram didn't go far enough to get a slow for a good amount of time. Got 7 viewers now, doing a little better. They're gonna bring these units up onto the onto the steps here.
Kaiser entered channel.
Whoa,
Dire's top
big
tower
echo,
is
Rourke.
under attack.
I'm just gonna mute you for a second. There. Okay.
The
Anyways,
Dire's poor top
So,
tower. Can its
this
end be
game is
drawing
just
nigh?
kind of sad at the moment.
This game is really sad.
I mean, Lifestealer already has Phase Drum, and he almost has his own Janasha. Yeah. CM already has a Blink Dagger, Visage with
Visage
the
has a
mech and
mech.
1500 gold.
That can become an
Timber
axe
already
really
has a
quickly at this rate.
Bloodstone. I mean, let's look at the other items here. Sounds
You got
only has
treads.
Treads.
outside. Dude,
Drow
that's,
has
that's nice stuff.
nothing. Morbid Mask, I guess.
Dire's poor top tower.
He
Visage has
decided that
nothing. Axe
Morbid
is,
Mask would be
Axe is a Vanguard. That's
Aye.
like the best we're talking about here. He's the only one that's actually beating out a Radiant hero in terms of
Tower
net
is
worth.
partied up, bucko.
Speaking of Axe, he's going to get stunned up by the CM, the Chakram as well, and the Grave Chill, and the Soul Assumption will end up doing it. Silencer Ult gets cast, and with the last word onto the Timbersaw, may end up dying. Nake's taking good damage as well, and they do, with the Meteor, manage to take an extra 3 kills here, and Drow is low on life. The Sunstrike a little bit too far ahead. Chakram a little bit too far behind, and CM blinks up but does not get close enough for the stun.
Tower is under attack.
And with that, they will probably take Rax here. 18 minutes in. Well, actually, with the low respawn times, they're not going to take a Rax. They might just take this tower and back up. Well, no, they will try for the Rax here. Axe is going to come
I think they
in.
could do it.
Very much mistaken. which
Silencer
is
as well. Going to pop the Battle Hunger onto the Nakes. Actually, Axe gets stunned up here. Chakram coming up. The good Ice Shards, along with the Snowball, means that Timbersaw pretty close to death, and Axe getting almost dead. Timbersaw does manage to get the suicide off. Tusk manages to die. Axe and Visage as well. Rest of the Assassinations lineup retreating into the base here. And
Radiant's
yep, that
bottom
will
tower
actually
is
be
under
a
attack.
Rax.
Dire's top barracks
Timbersaw will
have
TP
fallen.
bottom and start pushing that
More's
lane
the
out
pity.
for in
Radiant's
preparation for a bot
bottom tower is
Raxing.
under attack.
And honestly, at this point, I feel like it's almost time for just GG go next. They will manage to get the stun on the CM and get a kill there, but in return, the Silencer does die to the Nakes, who should, yeah, has the Sanji Nyasha and another 2,000 gold already. And Invoker even has more than that. Already, almost, yeah, oh my god. Invoker has Bot, Midas, Ags, and will probably have about, yep, still about 2,400 gold. That is insane. How many
Dude, that's
last hits does he
More
have?
than insane. He actually only has 77, but he has 8. He's 8-0.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is taking a
So,
drubbing.
not too good here.
Nope. Let's see what else he's gonna get with that 24. Is he going back crits? Become the last hit. The right click Voker.
The last
Oh,
hit.
he's going for a Scotty. That's either going to be a Scotty or a Sheepstick.
I don't feel
either
that
one.
great about Scotty, but at this point, it doesn't really matter.
It's actually a relatively good item on Invoker.
Early game it is, but I feel like late game,
Especially
it
in a
won't
stomp.
matter.
Like, let's be
So they'll
real.
easily kill off the Silencer even while he's casting the ult.
Tower is under
And
attack.
Soul Assumption goes off onto the Axe, doing some pretty good damage. Timbersaw comes in, does some pretty good damage, but he'll get stunned and then punched up, and he's actually going down, maybe. Drow's doing pretty good damage. They will manage to kill off the Timbersaw. Tusk will end up dying. The Meteor doing good damage, and they will get the Axe for that.
Double kill.
They'll get the Sigil as well. Should have maybe microed that into these trees here. But that should be the mid-Rax. Getting a little bit of damage here.
I'm a little bit surprised that Assassinations hasn't called GG yet.
Yeah. I am
I mean,
too.
it's 31-9 in 20 minutes.
No reason at all.
Dork
Dire's
is talking to you over Twitch.
Dire's middle barracks
Looks
are
like they are maybe going to get the Rex. No, not yet. They are going to pop the open wounds onto the Silencer. Nax is doing pretty good damage here. Looks like Vengeful Spirit gets picked off on the backside. Silencer will end up dying, and looks like Drow will end up dying as well. Invoker's ghost walked here, but will die due to the dunk. Tusk does get stunned up, and he'll die as well. Nake's taking good damage from the towers, and the Battle Hunger will, as well as the tower shots, will end up killing him. Axe is thinking about it. He's the only one alive, though. Should really watch out here. He calls the Timbersaw and Battle Hungers him, but now he has no mana. Should just back up. And this will be the second Rax, and I mean, really just call GG. Like,
While we're on
This-
the subject,
this
Dire's
is-
middle barracks are under
I agree with
Assassinations-
fighting it. Fighting it is cool, but they win late game here. So
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
I don't know.
Dire's middle barracks
Not
have
at
fallen.
this.
Technically-
There is no we win late game at this point of a game. Like,
well,
one
yeah, it
Rax
would
down,
be it would be ultra
Two
late
Rax
game.
down.
Like you farm mega creeps for like 40 minutes
Cover your eyes.
late
Yeah,
game.
this is.
Dire's bottom tower
If there's
is
any
drawing.
chance for assassinations, it's are you not satisfied? Just kind of sit in the pool for like 5 minutes and lets them farm. And even then, that like barely closes a gap.
Timbersaw just gonna do a little bit of damage out here. We'll pick off the creeps and that'll be it. Looks like a period of peace here in the world as Radiant is just gonna farm up a little bit. Assassinations really just has to stay in their base and hope for complete mercy.
Which
never
is not
mind.
happening.
They're
Crystal
boots
Main
of
has
traveling
boots of
into the
travel.
bot lane and gonna start this last push for the mega creeps. I do like the how you
There
say
are
it.
4 sets of boots of travel on the side.
Wow.
Are you not satisfied?
Dire's middle
I
tower
like the
is under
restraint
attack.
shown here by the Radiant in terms of not doing anything, you know, dumb
If you were
or
Dire's
anything.
Like
Just
binary
going for the
Killing
racks. Just
spree.
showing restraint, showing poise, just going straight for the racks, not doing anything dumb. And with that, they will kill off the silencer, and they'll start going into the base here. CM blinks up, doing pretty good damage onto the Vengeful Spirit. Will manage to pick her off. Tusk does punch up, but now he's in a bit of trouble here. Will end up dying as well. The Drow's the only one left, and this should be the last Rax.
Well, what do you know?
Yep.
Alright.
That
Under
game,
attack.
XP above 25k and gold above 30k.
Wow.
So yeah,
Have fallen. Dire's
Dude, I don't think I've seen a stomp this bad in like
the radiant
a long time. And I play with you. So,
yeah, I'm just that good.
no, you're just that bad.
Yeah, I am. Well,
But
plus
for real,
playing
though,
plus playing with Rourke, you know,
It's usually
that's a problem as
Dire's
well.
middle tower
it's a detriment,
is under
but
attack.
And
someone
we
has
have to
do
play
it.
in Rourke priority. Oh, actually, looks like they're gonna get some damage onto this bench. She will stun him up.
Is running out for Dire's
And
middle
I'll
tower.
just back off. Oh no, never mind. Tusk was there.
Oh,
He'll die.
stormy.
he'll just die. Yeah.
See if they can
Doing
kill
some
the
good
axe.
damage to Axe.
Running out for
Maybe.
Dire's
Oh,
middle
he will get
tower.
tornadoed up, so he'll probably be okay. Yeah.
Oh,
They do actually kill off Invoker. Yeah,
There's
he'll
something
just
about
buy
Dire's
back. Doesn't
agent
matter.
that
His
just
money.
cries out to
They're
be
gonna get the
attacked.
silencer, I believe. No.
Dire's ancient is
CM
under
has no
attack.
mana, unfortunately, so she can't really participate in the diving. Speaking of diving, Venge will end up dying here. Actually, it's not even really a dive. It's gonna be GG in about 5 seconds here if they want to actually try for it.
Cries out to be attacked.
CM feels like trying for it. Just end the game. I don't have any mana. This is fun anymore. But looks like Tusk will
Dire's
die.
ancient is under attack.
damn, we're up. That's
Yep,
it.
that's the GG.
Well, that game was fun.
That game was my Dota just crashed again.
Oh my god, seriously, dude?
Yeah, I don't know why. It must be this patch, the latest patch, that's like really fucking it over.
I don't know why. I don't think it changed much.
Sometimes
apparently I'm not part
they,
of the Dota 2 network right now.
sometimes even though they like put in a small patch, it can fuck something up. So that could be what it's done.
Well,
Well,
hopefully.
that's the first game over. And if I do say so myself, that was a pretty big stomp.
That was a hard stomp. There's very little that can be said about that game.
Other than stompity stomp.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like think of something to say that would sound insightful and analytical, but all I can think of is, wow, those guys got their shit rocked.
Okay, Rourke, I unmuted you.
I didn't.
Yeah, you know what? My one comment for this is, you know who didn't snowball? Tusk.
Well, we got
Also,
10
it's
viewers
been
now,
frozen.
guys.
Dude, it's frozen.
It's frozen. Frozen for the past like 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I crashed.
Or you said that it's been frozen.
Apparently,
No, it's
Rourke
not.
is saying
It's
that we have mic issues. I
no,
think it's because you're doing the stupid open mic shit.
I've had mic
It's
issues.
why
not
are we
the
doing
stupid
that
open
again?
mic shit. The open mic shit is so that people can listen in Dota. Has nothing to do with it.
Well, fuck you.
Also, it's been
Oh, I should probably
paused.
unmute Rourke.
Or
Yeah, I'm looking
frozen.
at it. I don't know why.
Rourke,
I
can
don't
you,
know
like,
why it
not
froze.
cast at your place or something?
You guys have been telling me that I've had mic issues like this entire time. So I don't know.
Your mic is like perfect right now. So
Yeah.
Oh,
also turn your open mic to on in Dota.
Dude, that game wasn't even worth, like, being here to help you with. It's pathetic. Total stomp fest.
Let's move up into channel 2, because channel 2 is cooler.
Yeah, bro.
Could you hear me or not?
are you, channel 2 and Mumble?
No, could you hear me in Dota while it was frozen? Yes, no, maybe.
No.
Okay.
See what I mean? It's still not working. Like I've responded 4 times to that.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna try and find a snack. I'll send an invite or whatever.
Oh, do you want to cast the next one instead of Cameron?
That's up to Cam.
Dude, I didn't even do any. I literally sat there, said like 4 words, and then watched as like you just commented on a like murder session.
Is that a yes or a no?
No, I want to cast this one. I want an actual analytical time. Hopefully.
I want my analytical time.
Yeah, broski. I don't want to just watch. I don't want to watch a stomp when I could.
Hey, Rourke,
You
if
know,
you want
be
to sit
saying
in, you can
words.
try to figure out how to do the statistics.
Okay.
Wait, it looks like they're starting. Never mind.
Too late.
Too slow. Maybe next game you can. Looks like we are starting exactly on time, though, so that's good.
Oh, look at that. All right.
Rourke, I'm gonna local mute you for the duration of the game.
Alright, that's fine.
See you
Same.
after this game, where you can provide commentary and analysis on the game as a whole. Bye. Okay. Well, last game, pretty much a stomp. We'll see how this one goes. Let's see if Assassinations can, do anything to make sure that they don't get assassinated.
Let's hope that they pick better lanes. I felt like their lanes last game were
I feel like
they were bad. They didn't. Between Tusk and Axe, neither of them are proper offlane heroes. They either need. Well, I mean, Axe is decent offlane, but he needs a better partner than Avenge, and especially a Tusk. Like, you can't just have your Tusk offlane with Avenge in hopes that the two of them will do fine while you have a solo silencer against a Timbersaw. It's just not the best. It's like.
Yeah, I feel like every time we've seen them, they've had, like, okay heroes to go against the, like, opposing team, but they don't lane it right, you know? So they're, like, where you could see, like, oh, this is a pretty even game, or maybe they even have a little bit of an advantage, turns into they got stomped because they didn't have the right lane combinations and lost all the lanes. So we'll
Like,
see,
the
and I mean,
Drow
that
lane
could
was
be,
actually
like,
okay.
some
I
weird
just feel like
lanes
the
coming out
other
the other
lanes.
side. What? What?
I said like the Drow was okay mid for the heroes they had. I know that a silencer probably would have done a bit better, like kill wise, But the fact that Drow and Invoker basically were just farming. Alright, so yeah, we're going to see Assassinations first ban out that Invoker because they don't have to deal with that again. And we're going to be seeing Are You Not Satisfied ban out the Death Prophet first again. I think they banned Death Prophet for last game as well.
Yeah, Death Prophet's just good, so it seems reasonable, in my opinion.
Death Prophet is a split push hero that I think brings more to team fights than other heroes do. Because that ultimate can just be used for every situation. And if
Yeah.
you still have time left over on the ult,
Nature's
you can
Prophet's
just
a
go
good
straight.
ban too, because he
Nature's Prophet
really is good at split pushing, and then with his like intense amounts of farm, he'll just get like so much damage by mid game with like a Desolate or something that suddenly he just pops out of nowhere, and then
Remain
during
about
the
the
middle of the fight, and
Desolator.
then you just die.
Forget about Desolator. Nature's Prophet can get one of the fastest scythe devices you will see in your life. And then just
Yeah, you could do that too.
crowd control like
Slark-
it's nobody's business.
Slark, interesting ban here. I feel like banning a life stealer, since they don't have first pick. Although maybe they're figuring Assassinations isn't going to pick up life stealer themselves. They'll pick
And
up
they're
the
right.
CM first, and I don't really know about that. I mean, it worked last game for Are You Not Satisfied, but that was more of like a lane thing working out. I mean, I guess it
Yeah.
did help in the beginning with preventing like a good stun onto the bot lane instead of a couple slows.
When you have the first pick, really, it's probably not best to pick a hero like Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's a really strong combo hero. Like, she's strong to pick up with another support or a carry, or if you have like some sort of strategy in mind. Crystal Maiden is good in that situation, so she's really good to pick up second. There's a first pick,
Tide Hunter.
not the strongest. Because now you're seeing this Tidehunter. Tidehunter's amazing because that ult. Like, he's...
Did you
a
see
really
the Fear Tide Hunter carry?
No, but that sounds amazing.
That was pretty good shit.
I've seen Tidehunters farm before. Like, obviously it's a pub game, but like when a Tidehunter farms, it's a really scary hero to deal with.
Yeah,
And
because
they've
you
got
just
a
can't
win
kill
runner,
him.
too.
Win range is going to be nice too. These are two heroes that will do like decent amounts of damage. I mean, let's be real, Tidehunter will probably be a support, but like even still, they'll both do like decent amounts of damage and can scale, I would say, reasonably well into the late game. Tidehunter less so if they get BKBs, and they are going to go for the Wraith King here. And I've really been liking the Wraith King pick in the last couple weeks because I think carries with stuns are like the most OP things, basically, because usually
Especially when that's the only ability.
usually carries don't have a stun, which makes it harder to get a kill on that lane. But if your carry has a stun and your supports have stuns, then it's really easy to get a kill because you just stun lock them. And Wraith King is also nice because he has his stun has a little bit of damage over time and slow, and also a couple other things about Wraith King. His lifesteal got buffed, so now it's really good. And his crit's less good than other crits, but it's still good late game. It's just that the damage scales, not the chance, so you really need to have like a decent amount of attack speed to be able to crit. And his ult is amazing. It means you can't focus him, or you shouldn't, in most scenarios. And his slow, when he reincarnates, is amazing. I think it's like 70% or something. 50%. 50% of the giant AoE.
It says 50%, but in the last patch they buffed it to 70%.
Okay, yeah. And
It's
it's
disgusting.
just so good. Like, it just keeps them all there. And if they get something like a
seconds remaining.
some other crowd control hero, like a Darkseer or something, or maybe even you could go down the route of like an Enigma or something like that, that could just magnify that aspect of their lineup.
Yeah, I think if Assassinations has one or two heroes with good lockdown, like either some more single target like Crystal Maiden, or some AoE lockdown, maybe if they want to pick up an Enigma to have their own big teamfight ultimate, or even just like an Earthshaker, Wraith King can just he combos amazingly off that stuff. Being able to just hold someone down, because although the crit chance is relatively low, Wraith King's a hero that picks up a lot of attack speed items anyway, so like Assault Curious is pretty cool on him. Same with an Armlet. He'll hit hard and he'll hit fast, and the damage output he does is just disgusting. Now we're going to be seeing the Lina pickup. This means that we have a Wind Ranger that's probably going to be offlane, a Lina that's probably going to be support. Do you think they're going to pick up another mid? Oh, against the Storm Spirit, if they had any idea of running a mid Tidehunter, that Zhao 8 style mid Tidehunter, I think they should just crush it now because Storm Spirit will dominate a Tidehunter.
I think this is going to be interesting, but I think a Wind Ranger mid could actually work out here.
It might, but
Oh, they'll just pick up Puck. I was thinking
much better.
Yeah, shut up. I think Wind Ranger could actually do well in mid against Storm Spirit because the Power Shot does a really good amount of damage. And early on, Storm Spirit obviously doesn't have his zipping around, and he doesn't have too much in the way of health. And also, if you land a Shackle Shot, then that'll be just perfect.
Yeah, but Puck with the AoE silence coming out from the Waning Rift is obviously the better choice of the two for making.
Also, I would have been interested in the Lina because she does a really good amount of damage, and once you get to, and also I believe Storm Spirit doesn't have that great of a move speed, so it'd be easy to cast to land the Light Strike Array, and once you may not even need your ult for a kill if you put Lina in mid. I think that would be really interesting, and it could really end up helping them with Lina being able to get something like a Veil and Ags and stuff like that, and just be able to like destroy people. For example, like Veil the Wraith King, and I mean, if you want to get like tons of items here, if you like Veil and E-Blade him or something, and then you just ult him, that's just like he's instantly gone, and you just get the reincarnation right out of the way.
That's really hard to do on Alina, even if she is mid, and even if she does have a lot of kills. Like Lina,
well, I feel like if you just destroy the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, but let's talk about picks right now. So
I think the anti-mage is going to be really good against this Wraith King because of the mana burn.
That generally is something that a lot of people are like, oh, instantaneously when they see an anti-mage versus Wraith King, they go, oh, well, he's just going to mana burn him. Wraith King, once he gets a BKB, and if he's smart and picks up a Soul Ring, anti-mage the mana break is useless because he'll always have enough mana for his ultimate. So that's not as guaranteed as people will think.
The Soul Ring is actually pretty good, yeah.
The Witch Doctor's a really nice pickup, especially with Death Ward. All these heroes are going to melt relatively to it. Especially, I mean, Spell Shield is good against a lot of abilities, but not against Death Ward. And let's be real here, Paralyzing Cask is one of the most annoying abilities in a team fight because you never know where it's going to bounce, you never know where it's going to land, you never know who it's going to hit off of. And it can really mess up a lot of stuff. And seeing how Silencer has now been picked up, this means that the counter initiation coming out from Assassinations is actually looking very promising for him this time around.
Okay, so let's go over Assassinations here. It looks like we have Jin this time, who will be playing on the Wraith King, getting the Quelling Blade, which will help him out a lot here. Storm Spirit will be heading over to the mid, being played by Ash Roy. Looks like we have Aroy down on the bot lane, being playing the CM. Alphonse Jin will be going towards mid to do some warding as the Witch Doctor. And lastly, still on the base here, we have SWY playing the Silencer. And on the Dire side here, Are You Not Satisfied? We have Easy going down to the Roshan pit area on the Tidehunter. At mid, we have Lost Sleeper playing the Puck. Going down to check the top rune spot, we have No on Lina with the, I believe that's the Arcana. Looks pretty awesome.
It is.
Limbo Mahui with a nice anti-mage glaives here. Obviously playing the anti-mage, and we have Min on the Wind Ranger lastly. And this looks like a pretty nice top lane here with the AM, the Wind Ranger, and the Lina. That's really going to just give the anti-mage all the farm that he needs.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. It seems like they're going to be sacrificing Tidehunter's safety, because Tidehunter can offlane.
Speaking of Tidehunter, they do
Kind of a
actually
weak-
see this
he's kind of a
word
weak
here on
offline
the
hero.
top. Tidehunter saw that, so they will probably go and deward it. Yeah, it looks like Tidehunter is going to offline, like you said. How do you think he's going to do against this tri-lane here? They have, what, Wraith King, Witch Doctor, and CM. So I feel like with 3 stuns, he's just going to feed down here.
You would imagine that, and it's not like a terrible thing to imagine. But with Kraken Shell, I think it got buffed recently. I cannot remember if it was in the last patch or not. But Kraken Shell being able to debuff any of those negative, basically all the stuns, he actually has a relatively good chance of surviving. Unfortunately, he went Anchor Smash first, which against a tri-lane is not the safest, so he's probably just going to be soaking XP until he hits 2.
Honestly, I feel worse about this off-lane Silencer. Which
Oh, that's...
I feel like if he gets any XP here, he's going to be lucky.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty big problem here because they just have Lina or Wind Ranger switching off, just making sure he doesn't get an XP range.
Yeah, the offlane Silencer, I didn't think about that when I saw the draft. That's really unfortunate because
I guess they weren't planning on
he's not
the
going to be able
AM
to do...
tri-lane because he just can't do anything. He just got level 2.
Yeah.
Actually, he is technically ahead because he's solo in tri-lane.
Assassinations has this problem where they do not pick, like, well-rounded offlane heroes. I mean, they don't even really pick well-rounded offlane combinations. The last couple times we've seen
Dodo
them,
crashed.
I feel like...
God fucking damn it.
Alright. Well, basically, from what I've been seeing... Oh, wait, does that mean I have to keep talking?
Yes,
Or-
keep talking.
Okay, cool. So basically, from what I've been seeing from Assassinations, with the games that I watched when you and Rourke were casting, and from what I've casted of them, their offlane heroes never do well. They're like, I don't think it's their player. Their player actually seems like he's a good player. It's just the heroes that they pick never work out in the situation like they want it to be. I think they overthink some stuff, or they just don't see any differences that might occur. So it really throws off their laning. Seeing Puck pick up a regen rune. It's going to be nice. Let's look at some last hits. So, topping the board is Anti-Mage with 12 last hits, 5 denies. This Anti-Mage is going to be getting beautiful free farm. I wouldn't be surprised if he went for a Midas, just because he's not going to have like any competition for this.
Midas Battle Fury, you think?
Midas Battle Fury, I've seen a lot of anti-mages have been doing it lately just because if they do have the chance, if they have the chance to get that farm, anti-mage is one of the heroes where you can be as greedy as you want with him because no matter what happens, everything's going to turn out alright for you in the end. He's just one of those heroes that can do that. He's not 15-6 for last hits. Nice, keep going down. Wraith King is 9-1. So not doing as good, which is a little bit scary. We're seeing with the Wraith Kings. He's going for the old stats Q build.
The stats done.
The stats done?
Yeah, what do you think about that over leveling the crit instead of the stats? Oh, actually, they do get first blood here as I just get back in the game. Wind Ranger, man, just to pick him off.
With
Doesn't look like AM blinked up.
Shot.
Or Lina. Looks like just Windrunner after Silencer being low probably for a long time.
Anti-Mage was able to get a couple attacks on him, I think. And then Wind Ranger cleaned him up with a power shot. With the stat stun build for Wraith King, it's good because then you can, usually with his mana pool, you can throw one Wraith Fire Blast and then have enough for reincarnation. If you pick up 2 or 3 levels in your stats over picking up a Vampiric Aura level or picking up a Mortal Strike level, it allows you to throw 2 or 3 stuns instead of just 1. So it makes him significantly more useful throughout the game. Especially because with Vampiric Aura and Mortal Strike, I mean, it's nice having a crit early, but he doesn't do a lot. Those abilities really go good late game. And the later the game goes, the better those abilities will become. So waiting for a while to pick it up, it actually works relatively well for him.
They're going to consider going on the Silencer here. They pop the stun. AM is actually going to blink forward. He pops the Curse of the Silent to do a little bit of damage to them, and they are going to have to end up backing off here. So, I would say failed, but they don't really have to try it that hard to get him. I mean, I feel like they're just gonna kill him eventually. Whereas
Yeah,
with the Tidehunter here, the Tidehunter's doing okay. Well, partly because the supports are not really going in on it, because he's trying to keep it as close to his tower as he can. But also because he's a lot more tanky. He has almost 1,000 health already.
And
Whereas,
with that level on the Kraken shell, it makes it
yeah,
it makes it so that any of your stuns just become significantly less effective on it. He even already has his arcane boots, so he'll probably be getting. I don't think he'll be getting a blink dagger very soon in comparison to. Let's actually take a look at the Puck right now. Puck is 18 and 14, already has bottle boots, so we're probably going to be seeing a quick blink dagger out of this Puck if he keeps up his farm, especially because the Storm Spirit's 5 and 4.
Oh,
We haven't been talking
missed
about
another
the mid
kill
at all.
on the silencer there. Looks like
Yeah.
AM will get a little bit low, but that's about it. AM's farming pretty good. He's not going to go for the Midas like you want, but he is going to go right for that Battle Fury. And actually, Courier should probably go to the secret shop in a second to get the Void Stone.
At this point, I think you should just wait and go for the Claymore.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Anti-Mage doesn't necessarily need the Perseverance. He's not like a Morphling who needs the Perseverance to stay in lane, or like even the Weaver. Because although he does blink, against the Silencer, you're really only going to be blinking when you're going aggressive on him. And other than that, you can just not have to worry about it at all. We haven't been talking about this mid at all, and I'd just like to point out, Storm Spirit is almost level 7. He has boots and 2 mantles of intelligence, and he, let me take a look at this courier. He does not have a bottle. He actually went for boots over bottle because he's just getting stomped on that hard.
Wow.
Whereas Puck has a finished wand, finished null talisman, boots, bottle, and almost 400 gold. So this Puck is
Actually,
doing
looks like
amazing.
up on top lane here. No, he will. Silencer did get Shackle do creep, but not much else going on because they did bring the Witch Doctor up here instead.
Yeah, and because of that, Tidehunter now is sitting in 3rd for farming with 28 last hits. He has as many hits, well, not anymore. He had as many last hits as Puck, and he even has more than the Wraith King, which I think is because he's maxed out Anchor Smash. Oh, he's actually going for drums over the Blink Dagger. That's interesting. But Anchor Smash, for those of you who don't know, reduces any heroes who gets hit by it their damage by 40%. So this Wraith King, instead of having the beautiful 72 right-click damage, it goes down to, I think it was, he loses 28 damage off of it. So he's not going to be last hitting as well as you would like, even with the Quelling Blade. This means that Tidehunter, who has 79 damage now, plus the 3 he gets from the Bracer, he can outlast hit and deny the Wraith King whenever he feels like. He's actually going on it. He just popped the ult, and with Gush and
Wow.
Anchor Smash kills the Wraith King, and almost even killed the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah,
If he
I was
felt
gonna
like it-
say I thought he could almost go on it. I was actually looking at the damage totals here, but then I had to start watching top because it looks like they're definitely considering going on to this. Storm Spirit's sitting on the side. He has the ult ready and full mana. Will jump in and didn't pull anyone, so he's going to get shackled and close to death. Will end up dying to the Mana Void as well as the Witch Doctor, and that looked like a... I don't know whether that was lag or something, but he was definitely close enough to the AM to pull him, but then didn't.
It looked like hesitation. It really did.
Yeah.
He waited too long. What he was waiting for was for Anti-Mage to get silenced, and then he was going to ball in and get the Anti-Mage so that he couldn't blink away. He waited too long, and because he waited too long, he suffered greatly for that, because that meant Anti-Mage could blink away even if he got close at all, and because the supports were so close behind him. Actually, Storm Spirit going in there was really bad with only having 2 people. They probably should have waited for like Witch Doctor or even have the Crystal Maiden rotate in.
Speaking of waiting too long, that's definitely something this Tidehunter did not do, because he did manage to kill the Wraith King right before he got level 6, which was really good. Actually, on top lane, looks like there may be some aggression here. They are going to hit AM with a little bit of auto attacks here. He is going to blink to pop the last word, but now taking a pretty good amount of damage. Storm Spirit is shackled to the tree here. He will lightning ball out. They do manage to kill the Tidehunter on the bot lane, but actually they will end up getting the 3 in return here on the top lane with the Puck coming in for that. And they will end up getting the tower out of this. What do you think about Puck going treads over something like Arcanes?
With Puck, if you do get Arcanes, Arcanes is actually really good on Puck because all of his abilities cost a relatively large amount of mana, and when it just means that you're able to spam out your stuff more. Sometimes I get it when I play Puck, depending on how my games are going. I generally tend to like it, but it means that you're basically saying, I'd rather spam out all my abilities than be tanky. What's nice about power treads on Puck is that Puck has...
Oh, they are actually going to shackle Witch Doctor... No.
Alright. So Puck has 1.7 strength gain. So he's really squishy, and he can just die all the time if he feels like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually on bot lane, sorry. They are going to go onto the Skeleton King and pop. The reincarnation will be triggered here. Are they going to go for it again? They pop the Ravage, and they're just going to start diving under tower for this. He's going to go into the bunker, and Puck will throw out the orb, and with the Waning Rift and one more, they do manage to pick up the kill here on the bot lane.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation. I actually looked at the debuff coming out of Wraith King when he died, and reincarnation actually slows by 75%. So we were both wrong.
Good stuff. That slow just so good. Doesn't matter though when you're being dived on like that though.
Yeah. Tidehunter at level 1 with level 1 Kraken Shell and a drum was able to tank that tower so well.
Yep.
Like it's gonna be really hard. And looking at the KDA already, I mean it's already 1 in 10. This is already starting to look like the last game.
Yeah, and Anti-Mage already has his Battle Fury 12 minutes in, and Treads too.
Wow. Assassinations is just not having a good night.
It's happening again. They are going to manage to pull the Wind Ranger though, and with the last word as well, they will one more manage to get it off. And Wind Ranger will die, which will give them some much needed gold here.
Especially for that Silencer. Silencer doesn't even have boots.
Let's check the graphs here. Looks like XP, they're down about 8,000 here already. Gold being down to about 12,000. It bottomed out a little bit because of that kill, which will help a little bit. Oh, actually, completely didn't notice. Down here, diving all the way, looks like to the tier 3. Puck with the end of this haste rune. Storm Spirit's gonna jump, look for him, but won't find him.
He doesn't have the mana.
Yeah.
Take a look at the net where
oh god, I'm just missing these.
Oh my man.
Silencer dying back behind the tower here.
Why do I feel like I'm not going to be talking very soon?
Yeah, probably. It's probably gonna happen again. I feel like the dives are gonna.
The top 4 farmers.
Yeah, that's what I was
for
gonna
net
say.
worth are all dire heroes.
And Wind Ranger's not far behind the Wraith King. Speaking of Wraith King, he's in the mid, getting a lot of damage put on him. Ravage is up in 4 seconds. They just gotta wait for it. 2, 1. He's Ravage. Yeah, he does Ravage. Hits everyone with it. The 2 Radiant heroes that are left are pretty low. Too bad Wind Ranger didn't power shot. Could have probably killed them.
Yeah. Did you see Witch Doctor cancel his ultimate?
Yeah, I saw him cast it and then cancel. I guess he thought he was gonna die.
I don't think I saw anyone cancel it, so that's really unfortunate for him.
Speaking of unfortunate, it looks like SWY did break the Puck ult here in the mid and will die as well, making this 2-15, and they're falling down the slope again. They're sliding down the cliff, and they're just picking up speed here.
Yeah, dude. I think what RUNS is really good at is getting a solid lineup that also has really good early game potential and momentum. If you look at their heroes, Puck, Anti-Mage, Tidehunter, Lena, Wind Ranger, These heroes, if they get a good start, become almost impossible to shut back down. And I mean, Assassinations has really good momentum-based heroes. They have the Storm Spirit, they have the Wraith King, they have the Silencer, they have the Witch Doctor, they have the Crystal Maiden. These heroes thrive off of like a good early start. They don't have the same potential to get to that early start.
Oh, actually, Puck's going to blink
altogether,
in
though.
under the tower. They do manage to kill off the Silencer. Tidehunter is diving down. Does manage to get pulled by the Storm Spirit. He'll get stunned off as well by the Cask and the Wraithfire Blast. Close to death. Lina will ult, and with the orb, they will actually kill the Storm Spirit. A lot of good damage being dealt. Tidehunter with the Anchor Smash will kill both of them, and they're going to get this Wraith King as well. Yes, the Reincarnation will pop, and looks like, yep, Puck will pop the ult for this, and this is going to be a team wipe right about now. And this is, yep, they're starting to reach terminal velocity here, as they're basically free-falling now into the abyss.
I mean, the Tidehunter isn't even buying a Blink Dagger. He knows that his positionings in these fights have been just so well placed that he doesn't even really need it.
He has
In
a
fact,
Sanj,
he's
and
going
he's
for
building a
Sanj
Sanj and
and
Yasha.
He's going for the movement.
What do you
speed.
think about that? Do you think the movement speed and the slow?
Dude, forget that. We're going to be seeing the right-click Tidehunter. He's going to get a Basher after that, man. Watch it happen.
So
Basher AC. Tidehunter's the real carry in this game.
So,
you knew
yeah,
that.
just like I said. So, if you look at the net worth, the equalization, or unequalization, I guess, has finally occurred with the Dire Heroes moving up all the way to the top now. And this...
Ugh. Did you just see what I just saw?
No.
Disgusting. Lena just bought a Dagon.
Much burst.
That's just... That is hard. I feel so bad for Assassinations right now.
You know
Like-
what? You know what the Dire's asking them?
What?
Are you not satisfied? And I'm not satisfied because my Dota just crashed.
Dude, you should seriously get that checked out.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, my computer's pretty hot, but I don't know why it is.
Dude, put a book under it. You have a laptop, right?
It's on my legs. It's like not it's not laying down on anything. So it has like air under it. Maybe if I sit like this, it'll help.
Are you missing this team fight?
Yeah, I'm missing
Yeah.
it. I
Guess
mean,
what
it doesn't really matter, I think.
3 people just wiped the whole team. Tidehunter, Windranger, and Lena just wiped
Good
their whole
stuff.
team.
Did you know that Assault Cuirass is great for boosting your team's armor in an area of effect? And also, area of effect can be abbreviated by the letters AOE.
Wait, is that some sort of stat?
It's like the new tips that they give you in the loading screen.
What? Since when do they do that?
Since a couple of days ago. We played a game before this, and if you were like paying attention at all, you would have noticed that.
No, I don't pay attention to loading screens.
You don't pay attention to a lot of things.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm a caster.
Spirit to defend.
I'm here to miss. I'm here to miss kills, Evan. Or is that your job? Anyways, so Puck is
That's
also
my
just
job.
finished.
I'm pretty bad at it.
Puck has also just finished his Dagon. Is now going to be picking up a illusion rune. Tide just finished his Sanj and Yasha and now almost has 700 gold. Windranger is breaking the fun and getting a Yules and a mechanism like a good support, but who needs that in these kind of games? Anti-Mage has 1400 gold sitting on Treads, Battle Fury, and Vlads.
I'm back in.
And Lena has a Dagon too if she wants it. Nope, she picks up a Blink Dagger and a TP Scroll. 2 TP Scrolls.
Actually, it looks like they are going to dive down here on the bot lane, or sorry, in the mid. Puck gets 3 kills somehow instantly. Oh, he has the Dagon. Got it. Storm Spirit has basically no mana here. Puck is going to blink up. Not finding the Storm Spirit. They went the wrong way. They are going to realize it, though, with this Puck illusion. And Storm has no mana. He has 1 more bottle charge. No, but it gets cancelled before he can jump across. And he'll end up dying.
That really sucks. He actually ran into the Puck illusion, thought it was Puck and burnt all his mana trying to get away, and then he saw the other illusion,
Yep.
and instead of just running back, he tried juking down through here and just got wrecked. That was some mind games coming out from Puck.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Oh, they managed to kill the courier, I guess. I'm gonna turn this a little bit up. Oh, actually I heard Ravage back here. Looks like he did Ravage onto the high ground. Again, the Witch Doctor canceled his ult, like, immediately.
Yeah,
Looks like Silencer close to death. Okay, the ult comes out, even when he's at like 100 health.
dude, did you see that?
Wind Ranger's gonna get
Tide
pulled.
Hunter
They may
stole it.
actually get her.
Has fallen.
One more. No, the Wind Run will keep her alive for long enough. Storm Spirit wants it. He may... No, he doesn't have enough mana.
I feel like that's been the problem with Storm Spirit this whole game, is he just doesn't have mana. He's 0-5 with 15 last hits. He's got
Well, I feel like
boots
in like a
and he-
regular situation he could have enough mana. It's just in this game when he needs to do so much just to stay alive, he kind of can't do anything. AM gets a Manta, and it looks like Wraith King here is maybe another 1,000 or so away, maybe a little less, from having his armlet.
He just needs Blades of Attack. So, for right now, I think it's 1,200 gold, 1,250 or something like that.
Looks like this
Wait.
AM is going to start dominating, I believe. Oh, yep. Let's see how many shots it takes. Oh, just barely 4 shots for the Witch Doctor. Gonna be 3 next time, definitely.
Now with that Manta up,
AM's
Antimate
already
is
level
just,
16.
Oh my
Hasn't
lord.
died at all. Puck is 10-0. Lena's 8-0, and AM is 4-0. Sorry, 5-0 now.
Yeah, something
And-
about Are You Not Satisfied's mid player is that he's actually really good. Was it
Yeah.
Lost Sleeper? Yeah, like in all the games we've seen him in, he dominates really hard. Like he's a good ass player. Oh, we didn't mention this before, but when Tidehunter and Lena were both diving, you know when you're like, oh, I don't know, Lena ulted, Tidehunter actually stole the kill with Gush. Because
Did
Gush
he?
has a faster, Gush has a faster animation than Laguna Blade does.
Oh, so she didn't end up casting it?
No, she did.
Well, if you cast it, then it does. Then it only goes on cooldown once it's done the damage.
But I saw the Gush get the kill. He even said he did. We'll watch the replay.
I don't know.
I'm serious. It was amazing.
Well, it's 2-40, so
Oh god,
you know.
life is good. Game is hard. Tidehunter has a blink dagger.
Assassinations is
BKB.
being assassinated and is not satisfied and is just killing people.
You know what's really unfortunate? That was the first ultimate Witch Doctor did, I think, that he didn't cancel,
Yeah.
and he still died.
Gonna pop the drums here.
This
to keep-
Tidehunter is just so tanky.
Yeah, he has
Even with the pure
2100
damage.
health.
Even with the pure damage, the glaives from the Glaives of Wisdom, Sansa did like 30 damage to him.
Yep. This is good stuff. This is good old-fashioned rape Dota. Oh, looks like they are going to be able to kill this Tidehunter finally. And that gives them 1,000 gold.
For
So...
the Storm Spirit. Dude, come back. Watch it happen.
Nope. Not gonna happen. It's
Too
really
many
not
big
gonna
ones.
happen.
Too many
Oh,
Laguna
Shackle Shot,
Blades.
perfect! Oh, he had a perfect opportunity. It was on cooldown, though. Gonna orb out. Come on, just dive. Just dive. Oh, this Wraith King's dead. Yep.
Oh, but is Lena going to die now? She might.
Oh, maybe. Oh, too bad. Too bad they're feeding now.
Dude,
Assassination
Crystal
doubled our
Main
kill
just,
score. What?
Crystal Main just picked up 1,400 gold. Sitting at 16k at 1,600 right now.
Gonna buy a bracer.
She bought a bracer. Woo! Bracer Gaming. And the Storm Spirit with the long jump.
Oh, went the wrong way. Didn't pay attention for a second as well, which means he's not gonna get it.
really unfortunate situation.
CM ults on nothing, looks like.
Wicked sick.
And Anti-Mage gets the kill on the Witch Doctor as he jumps out.
Yup.
Oh, Tidehunter just got rid of his arcane boots to get power treads.
Under attack. Oh,
Do they all have power treads? Oh, I thought it would be like a thing.
I mean, it was almost a thing last game.
is under attack.
It could be. I mean, they had all boots of travel last game, so they gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
Their footwear is important.
Radiant's bottom barracks
One of them should just buy only boots.
sides by miscreants.
AM actually
Sounds like
dives
a
the base for a
terrible
second.
People that I don't even want to mention.
They're gonna pop the
Unfortunately-
silencer ult.
Or not, Radiant's ancient is
Mm.
heard it here.
Tidehunter's ended it.
Yeah, Tidehunter's just like,
Just
let's be nice. Give them
Radiant's
mercy.
ancient is under attack.
Or
The
he's
rest,
gonna
Puck
ravage.
is saying no. Puck is definitely saying no as he Dagon someone.
That poor Crystal Man.
Bottom barracks have fallen.
Well, Puck is
Assassinations
16
just
and
does not give up. I'll tell you what.
They play hard. I can respect that.
They take the beatings that come to them. And
They say
beatings they
thank you.
were. That was,
It was harsh.
yeah, that was pretty bad. Puck is 16-0 and Anti-Mage is 7-0. And that's the end of the first set here, with Assassinations going up 2-0.
Dude. Crazy shit.
Next,
Alright.
on the schedule here is going to be DragonGeorgeZ versus Ragnarok. And I will update this here. Okay. Well, that was kind of sad. We'll see. This next set should be pretty close, I think. Well, at least closer, because both of these teams did win their last sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like game isn't hosted yet. I think I'm gonna go online for a second here. Just see if anything's going on.
Alright, you should probably get Rourke and tell him it's his turn.
Okay. And offline. Wait. Okay, Rourke, you are now able to be heard on the stream.
Good. All right, so last game was pretty brutal.
Describe it in 5 words or less. Or no, exactly 5 words.
Words. BDSM anally.
Okay.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, basically.
First game, they weren't like they did the same thing. Essentially, they came back for more, and they didn't call it quits then. So I don't know. I don't know what they were expecting this time, and they're shitty. They're like the laning picks were very disappointing. To be honest, like, and Cam. Next time he needs to really worry about like I don't know. Silencer. The reason why the the AM got the Void Stone first was because because of the silencer just sucks so much mana up. You don't want to ever get too close to not being able to blink out life and feed as the like hard carry for the team. For the off lane, like I don't like the mid matchup of picking up Puck. I think it's a dumb choice to put against a Storm Spirit because Storm literally negates your ult the second he hits 6, which means the game it's like mid is a race to 6 before you are useless against the hero that you're facing mid. And if you don't beat him to mid, like if you don't beat him to 6, then he's just gonna zip out of your ult, go to the edge, zip, he breaks it, doesn't get stunned, doesn't take the damage.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. So I agree with you in that I would have liked to see a Windrunner mid, because it doesn't matter what level you are, that burst is fucking insane. Mid, it's a lot easier to position and not have another chance of someone else fucking you and stunning you for a good shackle. And there's always the off-creep shackle shots that you can do, you know.
Yeah.
Light of Heaven style.
Yeah.
PM me the
Yeah,
password?
I will in a second. Let me just copy this over.
The stream is live, so
No, it's not.
it is. I just watched you type in a password.
I did that a while ago. I've been in the lobby for a little while. Let me send it to you.
Beef.
It is. And don't worry, I'm sending this to you on the Steam message, not in game. There. I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom. I will be right back. I'll mute myself. You can talk if you want.
Yoki. Alright, we're just waiting for everyone to join, so awful quiet. Nothing to talk about. Oh, 7 fucking viewers? What is this shit? You guys want to hear what happened awesome today at my school? So apparently some jackass decided to rob a bank, and he fled to my school. Thought that was a cool place to hide out, and so I was 2 hours late to work. Fuck that. But it was neat to hang out at a college while, you know, post bank robbery. A gun, and it was tons of fun. Sitting here with an anticipation for this next game. It should be pretty good. Look forward to it. Hopefully we'll see some sick plays instead of sick feeding. Last 2 games. So yeah. You guys want to listen to a neat song, all better ever play English music. By the way, in chat, I am Skelly Nugget. Steam name. Play with me. Feed like a nub that I am. Feel free to add me. We could always 5-stack and kick ass, you know? Oh yeah!
Okay, I'm back. Just waiting for this next game here. Oh, you posted YouTube link. No, I'm not gonna play that. I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter. There we go. Let's see. What should I play next? Oh, okay.
Automatisha. The crowds made an automatic ping pong robot. It plays ein Kamera in Jage ek des. Best ping pong player in the world. It outplays you the ping pong, no matter what.
It's really weird hearing you say that to a background of Tron music.
You want to play the ping pong? I will play you the ping pong. What Daft Punk are you playing? Yeah, so
What? So what? I give up.
gotta get up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. Wer ist du? Almost time. What time was they supposed to be casting for the game?
9:30. Like a couple minutes.
Want to hear some funny guy make German guy proud who has awesome humor. Counterintuitive.
Stop. Trying to find out a way to mod you. They changed it.
was almost exactly the same as when my entire class, like, oh shit, you weren't here. So apparently someone robbed a bank and then brought their gun.
Yeah, I
and
heard.
bank
I
robbers
read
stuff.
that. Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, like, right after this happened, it was just in the middle of a speech that I had to give for class on urban exploration. I had my giant foobar with me. So,
Okay.
everyone, like, they hear this and they all walk up to me and they're like, so what do we do? Fuck, why are you looking at me? Bro, you got the giant hammer. If anything happens, you could probably, like, get him with it. Ruler calendar.
The viewers are going up. We have 10 now.
It's because of me.
Yeah, I think you're the magnet. You're really what's bringing it together. Cameron just couldn't do it.
They can sense the ginger through the screen. So I was like 5 minutes late to work because of that. Bullshit. I hate you. Someone was like, when we were first finding out, it was like, oh, someone might have tried robbing our school library. Because no one knew what was going on. They're like, why would you steal books? And I said, have you seen the prices that these books sell for? Jesus, you get
Yeah.
more money at a fucking bookstore than... Yeah, I'll take 10 of your biology books. Fucking
Before I
$30,000.
switched around my schedule, my books were going to cost above $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I froze my Dota, which means it's probably crashing.
Bullshit.
Yep, it is.
Faded till KY faded. Domesticated. That's it. God. Dumpster tier.
Because, like, the amount of games you played definitely determines how good you are. I mean, you're a perfect example. You've played a ton of games and you're still shitty.
Hey, what's your MMR?
I don't know. I don't think I even have a solo MMR.
Garbage. Eres garbage.
What if I won
Eres
every single game?
basura.
You don't know.
Happy, 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 happy. Oh. Damn, I got bitches. Goddamn, I got bitches.
That's a yes.
Damn.
Good. I'm gonna see what Red Bull tastes like. I've never had one before.
What was that?
I've never had a Red Bull before until 3 seconds from right now. Here we go.
That's pretty garbage.
Tastes like I'm drinking old grapes. No, new grapes. Anyways, I probably have to reset all of my shit once again. Bring that up. Make sure that's on. That goes all the way down. And then...
Katy Perry.
Okay. We're ready now.
Medaya versus DGZ.
Okay. We are finally
Team
ready
ban.
here. This is DragonGeorgeZ versus Ragnarok, who I guess don't have a team thing set up.
Such quality play by Ragnarok. I think DragonGeorgeZ has the advantage in terms of team name having.
Radiant team ban.
Visage is a good ban. Ooh, the Ember Spirit ban. That's unfortunate. Last night, Dendy was on the Ember Spirit and wrecked face. He's a very strong hero that does scale up really well with items. Invoker, everyone knows, scary Invoker. He can do so many different things. Weaver is a very versatile carry, so ban that ban as well. Let's see what their Ragnarok's gonna pick up for first pick.
Yeah.
One of the They do have a very scary Bristleback option, although he's susceptible to Timber Saw counterpick.
We'll see how this game's gonna end up working out, because both teams here have won sets previously, so this could be pretty close here. And
Hopefully it's close. I want some good casting. With an assassin first pickup, one has to wonder, is it a mid Nyx? Or is it just support Nyx and a safety pick?
Yeah,
See
I
how...
would imagine they're just gonna rely on that flexibility. I mean, they
10
could
seconds
put him mid.
remaining.
They'll probably end up going support though.
5 seconds remaining.
Now let's see what are good what are good
Reserve
picks, I
time.
guess, against this Nyx here. You probably got a number of options here.
I don't know. Nyx is one of those heroes that, you know, Dust is useless against. You need to see him before he pops out of invis.
Yeah, the thing is
Then,
though, if you do have that gem, then he can just burst you down.
yeah, but usually don't put the gem on squishy, you know, CM. You're gonna blow up. Put it on the scary person that makes Nyx think twice before jumping on him. And you know, it's not like he's gonna get the jump on him because obviously they have the gem.
I'm not
So-
gonna lie, this Red Bull actually does
10
taste pretty shitty,
seconds
you're right.
remaining.
Red Bull, I don't know. Energy drinks became popular because I'm so energized, bro. Right? That and Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
Got some water to wash that taste out, hopefully.
Just makes water. Everything tastes shittier for like a week.
What?
Everything tastes shittier for like a week.
With what?
And then Red Bull. You drink Red Bull once, the rest of your week ruined.
So far, my
Lion.
tongue is a little bit ruined. I have to say I like Lion.
Lion
against Nyx.
Ags, you know, with Lion Ags, they really negated Lena. Like, Finger of Death and Laguna Blade. Which one do you want? Oh, my Ags upgrade gives you AoE nuke.
I don't know. Lena's not necessarily like definitively worse than Lion because she does
5
have
seconds remaining.
she does output more damage without using her ult than Lion does. Cause like, yeah, Lion has 2 stuns and Lena only has 1, but both of Lena's spells use damage or do a lot of damage, and they're both on pretty low cooldowns as well. In addition to her passive, which allows her to
Yeah.
attack really fast.
But that's good, you know, if you had to put one of them for long term. One thing I don't know is if Lion gets Ags, is it still blocked by Lincolns?
Is it what?
Team banned.
Still blocked by Lincolns. Like, if you think about it, because what you do is you get
so.
it's not a target anymore. It's like Lena's stun, where you just have a circle AoE.
I will see. I believe that I thought that it was a target sort of like the Lich Nuke, where it's like an AoE but you have to target something.
No, I was specking a game and I saw someone with
Yeah,
Ags,
it's
and
blocked
it
by
has-
BKB because you do
Not-
have to target someone. You have
No.
to target someone with the ult.
not BKB, Lincoln's.
It's blocked by Lincoln's too,
Okay.
because you do have to target someone.
Radiant team ban.
It's
If you
just
what
like
if-
the Lich Nuke where you target someone then it hits people
Radiant
around them.
team pick.
Target a different hero, and they're in the AoE.
Yeah.
These bans, I really like them. Like, especially seeing Storm banned out. No one likes. If you face a good Storm, he's gonna set the pace for the entire game, and you're just gonna have to play catch up. Unless you shut him down early game, and that requires a lot of rotation before he's level 6.
I
Which, if
do like
failed-
this support duo here from DragonGeorgeZ, and with the Slardar pick as well, they're gonna have a pretty good try lane if they want to do that with the 3 stuns.
Slardar might be off lane.
4 actually.
Slardar might be off lane, but I think, you know, they were thinking about it when they saw the Nyx, and they were thinking, you know, Bounty Hunter or Slardar, how are we going to counter this? But with the Mirana pickup, you know, you're going to need that vision now. So I think instead of banning the Nature's Prophet, they should have banned a Slardar or a Bounty Hunter if they knew they were going to pick up Mirana.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, sure, it shows your hand a little bit, but you first picked an Invis hero and second picked ult that makes your entire team invis. So I just think that making Dust and a Gem that much more effective, cost-effective, instead of it just showing one hero that's possibly invis, you've now defeated an entire ultimate.
Well, I think this disruptor could potentially do a lot here with, because like for Slardar is the one who I'm thinking of, because with Slardar's sprint he really wants to run around the fight, try to bash people and get the
10
crushes
seconds
off, but
remaining.
with the disruptor glimpse that could really help out a lot. And the Luna here,
team
actually surprised we didn't see this come out already, because it was open, and Luna's a really strong carry in this patch. She's just, she didn't get buffed. I actually don't know if she got buffed at all, but she's just really strong carry. Like,
I'm getting an echo, Evan.
that you should mute your stream.
No, it's not through that.
Then I don't know what it is. I'm not hearing any echo.
Well, those of you in Twitch, tell us if you hear an echo, and we'll fix it, or it just could be my end. Yeah, and Luna is a very, very strong pick who's seeing the light of day more often. She sort of dropped off the past few months. She used to be a heavy pick and, you know, relatively early ban in terms of carries, and then she dropped off. And it looks like the Slardar is going to be off lane. Safe lane, Luna.
Yeah, I was thinking a possible aggressive tri-lane they could run. And then have like a solo Luna.
Radiant team pick.
No, pick up a Luna, you want her to farm.
Actually, you
Especially
could have a Luna mid. Luna mid would be pretty good.
Well, so far, the people she'd have to face mid is Mirana and Nyx. She's so squishy, if she gets hit by a Mirana arrow, she's dead. Nyx can burst her down so fast at 6 that...
But the thing is, she'll lose, I think, to Nyx.
Reserve
But
time.
she'll do pretty well against Mirana, in my opinion, because, yeah, you do have the arrow problem, but you also have your Lucent Beams, which do a pretty good amount of
Team
damage.
ban.
Starfall, I think Starfall does more damage.
I don't think so. It also Luna,
No,
I
they're the
believe,
same.
has a lot more mana to cast it. Oh, they do the same amount of damage.
Yeah, they do the same amount. How do they scale? I think they scale
They
exactly
scale
the same.
they scale the same. It's just that
5 seconds remaining.
Starstorm has a chance of double procking.
well,
So-
Luna has more base intelligence, so she can cast it more.
Radiant team pick.
And also it has a lower cooldown, and another thing to note is that Luna goes faster, of course, and she has a lot of damage as well, so that can help, in addition to the Lucent Beam giving you like 0.6 seconds of stun, which is going to be like a little bit better in terms of catching up to the whoever it is. But yeah, you're probably right.
10
They will
seconds
run
remaining.
the Luna probably on the easy lane. But
5 seconds
I
remaining.
think they could. I mean, if they wanted to, they could do some sort of a tri
Reserve
lane.
time.
I think they are going to do a tri-lane, and they're just going to try...
Oh,
yeah,
the Death Prophet wasn't banned.
Fire team pick.
he gets in. Game over.
This is
Over.
a pretty strong lineup, especially because the ghosts will work
Look at-
on
look at
Lifestealer with the Rage.
The tower push on this team is insane. Like, Luna with
Yeah.
waves up. Lion can... Between Lion and CM, an entire wave is cleared, and they still have 2 stuns.
Yeah, with Luna's Lunar Blessing as well, they have a ton
10
of damage.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty good
5
for getting
seconds
those towers.
Let's see how they respond. How are they going to deal with this?
OD is pretty good. That'll
Radiant team.
that'll work well against the Death Prophet.
Not really. I mean, if she gets her ult off and you...
Oh, I'm thinking of laning wise.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, it's...
Oh, now I'm hearing an echo on your end.
OD...
When-
It,
Yeah, when you talk, there's a little bit of an echo.
that's odd. But I've been getting your echo for a while.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't hear any sort of echo when I talk. Yeah, no echo for me. So it's got to be something to do with you.
um, if do you have in-game on? It could be just us talking to each other in Mumble and in-game.
5
Oh, if
seconds
you can hear,
remaining.
like, if you have game sound turned on that's really loud, that's probably it.
It probably is.
So, I don't know, mute the game sound? That would probably work.
Prepare for battle.
No, because then I
While
wouldn't hear it.
I'll
It's
go over
fine.
the team names here. Looks like on the Radiant side, DragonGeorgeZ, we have Lilac, who will be playing the Luna. We have Choba77, who will be playing Lion. Looks like Meridius, will be playing the Crystal Maiden. In mid, we have Confisory, who will be playing the Death Prophet. Katy Perry on the bot lane will be playing Slardar. And over on the Ragnarok side, we have Squeaks playing the Nakes. Looks like Mixac will be playing the Disruptor. Looks like I was close to crashing, but I'm okay. Inconspicuous Bear will be playing the Nyx, going over to the top lane. Justin
30
Ox,
seconds
right?
to battle.
Justin X, god damn it, will be playing the Outworld Destroyer, or Devourer. And lastly, CJC153 will be bot lane on the Mirana. And if you're wondering what unofficial is, since you don't actually go here, it's basically a giant drinking holiday that's today. Oh, nope, I did crash. That was
Good
weird.
job.
I was doing okay too. It was like lagging a bit, but then it was fine. I think I found what the problem is. There's some like weird process that's taking up a ton of memory, and they say that you just need to update your drivers, so I may do that.
In the two games.
I don't think there's going to be space in between the two games because they usually like want to go immediately.
Looks like it's tri-lane versus tri-lane. We've got DGC with an aggressive tri-lane with CM, Lion, and Luna. A defensive tri-lane of Lifestealer, Nyx, and Disruptor. And bottom we have a Slardar versus Mirana, so two very good off-lane heroes. And clearly we have the OD and the Death Prophet mid. So, wondering how this is gonna pan out. Both of them are extremely strong mid heroes, but with OD being able to steal in, he can demolish the Death Prophet's ability to cast anything, really.
Yeah.
He starts leveling that up, and, 105 mana is more than your entire pool. Missing 30 int. Oh, do we have aggression top? Nope, just Lion stunning up Nyx and Lifestealer, getting them to about 60% HP. Got a Disruptor sitting at half.
Almost back in the game here.
Slardar, he's pushed
here
the
we
lane
go.
out to Mirana's tower, and aggression there.
Looks like the top lane is really pushed in here for Radiant. I guess they'll probably pull it back in a little bit here, or maybe they may want to push under the tower here so that they can get a kill. The Nyx does pop a stun off, but I guess they don't really want to go on that. Early stun doesn't do much mana. They are going to get the Earth Spike off onto the Nyx, doing good damage. Luna is just one more hit away, and oh, the CM auto attack does manage to get the kill on that. That was really close. I almost thought they weren't going to get that kill.
Now, here's what's awesome about being Radiant off lane. This camp here can be pulled. You can bring it over here, and you can pull for your off lane, get it back under your terms. That would be really good for the CM to do. Come back, pull it, bring the Lifestealer further away from his tower, then they don't have to risk, diving this tower to get a kill. Oh, Slardar, he goes in front of him, sprint, stomp. Let's see his build. He's got one in bash. He gets a bash. Is he?
No, I think he's gonna get it anyway.
He has it.
Yeah. The crush is just so good. It's like the low cooldown is just really nice.
Yeah, I have to follow the purge build where you max sprint and crush before bash. I really like that just because it the damage doesn't scale on sprint, but your speed it does. So just leaving one in it is not worth it. You're not maximizing that ability. And with such a low percent chance to bash early game, not
They are actually
necessarily
going to
worth
land
it.
the stun off on Nyx as well as the Crystal Nova. They are going to hex him as well, but not going to do it. Actually, Death Prophet comes down, does pick up the Haste Rune, and maybe we'll think about using that in a little bit. But back on the top lane, this is a really aggressive lane here. We're going to have to watch this a lot, as both sides of this lane here really have a good amount of burst damage.
If you look at the last hits and denies, the three cores of DGZ are at the top. Now, one thing that surprises me is how the OD is actually losing the lane to Death Prophet. I know Death Prophet's a very strong mid, but I think the DP is just being outplayed. You're pinging top. Do you want to go?
Yeah, thinking about it. Nyx is only 300 health right now. Just need to land one stun, and that should be it.
You're Tango.
Earth Spike has the best range out of the stuns that they have, and he does just have enough mana for it. So they're going to think about maybe going around. This Disruptor is in the jungle, bringing that
Oh, they're
camp
gonna
up.
see him.
Yeah, they do end up seeing him with the last range creep here.
I think they're gonna call it off with this.
Slaughter's already level 6. 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes in.
I think he's the highest level.
Pretty damn fucking good.
Got
Yeah,
a solo kid.
most
He
of
got
the
a solo
heroes
kill.
are still level 3, and he's already level 6 with the solo kill, as well as having a good amount of solo experience, staying in the lane the entire time. They do actually manage to get the Hex off onto the Nyx, and the Earth
Nyx.
Spike as well.
Rage. Too late.
Nope. Yeah, the Rage was just a little bit late. He had a little bit of time in there where he could have cast it. CM will get the kill again, and she's getting some pretty good farm here with getting these last hits on the heroes.
She's carry maiden. It's gonna happen. Just you wait.
Please no.
Yeah. See, I don't like this skill build for Nyx. If you look at him, you know, oh, Mirana goes down bottom. Slardar just diving that tower. He's looping back around. Sorry,
Yeah,
we
Slaughter's
missed
going to
that.
be doing pretty good here.
Oh, Death Prophet
Yep.
comes top.
Yeah,
Misses
Death Prophet is
the-
top.
misses
They're
the
going to
wave.
dive in, and not too much so far. The Haste Rune is doing work there. They do manage to pick off the
Oh,
Disruptor
gets
first. She's
slowed up.
almost dead. Open wounds onto her, basically off by this point. They do pick up the line as well, and they're probably going to consider backing off. Oh, barely dodges the
Oh
arrow.
my.
That was really close. They're probably not going to do anything else here, as Death
It's a
Prophet
risky shit.
is just going to go down into the trench and away.
See, I don't like Nyx's skill build. He only has one in rage and this aggressive tri lane, which they nerfed his rage, so I think you should be maxing it because you can't use it as often as you could before.
He actually gets hexed up here,
Hexed up,
and
over
they
aggression.
do not
Nope.
they do not
He rages.
land the stuns perfectly.
See,
They're doing pretty good
duration's
damage
too
to him
slow.
regardless, though. He's actually taken some auto attacks. The kinetic field
And stunned
will
up, and
the
dead.
stun and one last auto attack from Chopa does mean that they do get another kill onto the
How-
Nyx.
Like that was without Luna. Like it was just these two supports running down the Nyx.
Yep.
CM running down a carry. Like
Tower is under
Yeah, and
Top
he's
is
really
okay.
regretting not having boots at this point. Still not going to buy them, in fact.
he's going for Midas. It looks like, despite this deficit, because he's sitting on 1k gold with 3 branches and a quelling blade. Leads me to believe he's going super greed for no reason. It's just a bad choice. Down bottom. Leap
Yep.
is not enough.
Do actually manage to get the kill here.
Dire's bottom
I
tower
was
is taking a
switching between all these lanes. Here, actually looks like on top, the kinetic field is going to slow them down a little bit, but they may get the Disruptor anyway. Yes, they do manage to get him, and it's 8-1 right now. Not even 8 minutes. Just going to get to the 8-minute mark now. And already, DragonGeorgeZ doing
bottom tower
very well here in this early game.
See, Disruptor's been getting these really good kinetic fields, but since he's not 6 yet, you know,
Yeah, he can't really...
he's,
It's more
he's-
just slowing down trying to save someone else than it is setting anything up.
he should be trying to set up the kinetic field in front of them, so you know they're walking into it this way, and that forces them to have to walk around. Whereas this, they'll just like walk right up to here, and they're still outside of tower range, so they don't give a shit, and they'll just keep right clicking him.
I think OD should honestly come up here. He is almost level 8, has the ult up, and lots of stacks from the Death Prophet, and they really could just go and ult, maybe get a kill.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we seeing a 6.7 OD build? Got a headdress.
6.78, yeah, it looks like he is going to get the mech here. I think mech is always pretty good on OD. I mean, it gives him really what he needs.
Garbage. Basura. Because, alright, if OD is going to be your main scary right-click hero, and then he has to bring down the Death Prophet, who is an int hero.
Oh, they are
he's-
going to get the Lucent Beam off onto Nyx. He does pop the Rage, but he's just too slow. Still doesn't have the boots. He's going to buy the Hand of Midas recipe, but he will die. And this is just extreme greed coming out from this Nyx. Really needs the boots to just get away. Looks like on bot, the Slardar is actually going to miss the crush and will be stuck in this kinetic field here. Taking pretty good damage from the really
Might
long
die.
stun and close
He's
to
gonna
death.
die. Oh!
Yeah, barely lives.
Ooh, 38
27 health.
HP. Healer, he's got that recipe, you know? 952, Midas recipe. Game over. Although it does leave DGZ to start punishing him like they have been, but
They have
consistently.
rotated Mirana to the top lane, and she does actually get
Just
hexed and
blows
immediately
up.
fingered. So that just happened.
This is when in a pub your team would just be spamming well played.
Yep, basically.
You've got OD and Disruptor mid against the Death Prophet. I don't. Oh, there's a DD who's gonna get it. OD, Astrals.
Disruptor will
Oh,
just take it.
scary Disruptor over here.
They're
Now-
sitting around in the jungle up on top lane, really thinking about going on the snakes again. They do manage to land
Through
the
the
Earth Spike
trees.
through the trees, and the Rage, as well as the Mirana, will mean that they will be able to prevent that from happening. In fact,
Well,
they
that's-
may go on this Death Prophet in a mid here. They get the kinetic field ready after the Astral Imprisonment. She does pop the ult, and is probably going to kill this Disruptor here. The Ghosts
And
will
boom,
end up
dead.
getting it, and Death Prophet will manage to escape. They do actually get the
This
CM
is-
stun onto the
Oh!
OD. He does Astral, and the Crush misses, but they still manage to get him again.
Delaying it. See, this is why Disruptor needs level 6. Had he had 6, you know, he just drops the ult and she can't pop hers. And they kill DP, and now, you know, you don't see
Yeah.
the rotation. But
They're gonna get
without
this
that
tower
ult,
too.
yeah, maybe they might call it off without the ghosts.
No, they got the damage.
Yeah, they got it. It's
Slaughter might
Well-
take a little bit of hits. They may need to back him off. Yeah, they're gonna have someone else tank it, and that'll be it.
he wants the last hit.
They're
He
thinking
gets it.
about going on this Disruptor. Nope, don't have the range for their spike. If they
Uh-oh,
did,
up
he could
top.
probably. Oh, I guess it's not the
Up
ult yet.
top,
Yeah, they're gonna.
Luna's getting.
No, they're not gonna do it.
They were chasing. They were hunting and pinging.
Nyx does finally have his Midas, but I really don't think this is worth it. His lack of boots has already cost him a couple of deaths.
Yeah,
They
if you look
do
at-
see the Lion and CM, but they smoke. Don't know if that ward covered it. May have covered it just barely.
Yeah, they were in view.
They're going to go up, and which way are they going to cut this? They're going to go into the trees. Disruptor is here at the easy camp and may be able to see them if they do end up going this way. Nyx is a little bit forward here. And-
This is just poor play. Like, he has no creep wave. His only support is back here. If they go on him, he has 3 stuns with his name on it.
He's really close. He already popped the Rage, and now he really has to play it safe because he has no Rage here.
DP and...
Meanwhile, on bottom, looks like they're going to push the bot tower.
Yeah.
They're rotating in more people here, And actually, the Nyx, under cover of Invis, will pop the stun, but he
And-
does get fingered
oh
and will
my.
end up dying. The kinetic field does get popped here, which is going to do
Still
a
not 6,
little bit
though.
of zoning, but the Eclipse manages to do a lot of damage. Nyx, after infesting inside, will die just
See, look
before
at
the
this.
fade time from the Mirana.
He still only has 1 in rage.
Yeah,
Like-
and that plus the boots, which he just now has purchased, is really costing him all of these deaths. I mean, a Midas is good, but
Look at
it's
this.
a little
This is
too
8
much.
seconds. This is 8 seconds. It's gonna be off cooldown. Like Midas inefficiency. Don't go in if your Midas is close to being off cooldown. That's like if he's gonna get a Midas, he needs to maximize it.
looks
to a
like they're
point
going to
where
consider
it's
a
worth
tier
being
1 for
late.
tier 2 trade here. No, Odie can't do it without the Mirana here. And they may actually, Slaughter is going to be able to see the Mirana. He will pop the ult on while they're pushing the top lane. She'll pounce back, but
Oh,
he does
blade
manage to land a
slam.
crush.
Dodges
Nyx, yeah, he does manage to dodge it. They're going to Astral him, though. And this could be bad. Earth Spike ready in a couple of seconds. Doing good damage to the OD, but he does manage... Or Nyx does manage to hit the Invis hit off, and Slardar is trying to dodge this, but the
Go back into the
glimpse,
pit and feed.
actually glimpse
Aw.
not even needed, as the lightning will manage to kill him. Meanwhile, on top lane, this distraction here, they've already taken the tier 2, and they're working on the tier 3 now, already down to 3/4.
Objective-based gaming.
Honestly, that worked. He got a kill out of it before dying, and took long enough so that they just completely got a free tower, basically. 15 minutes in, the tier 2 top, one of the, or I would say arguably the most important tower for the Dire. Oh, looks like I'm probably going to crash again here.
Alright. See, what we've got a Slardar with a blink.
Yep.
Now, I want to see him build a Deso. That will just make their push that much better. If not him, I would like any one of the other cores could pick up a Deso and just make their split push that much easier. Oh, mid is just getting wrecked. Slardar is going to town, destroying that Mirana. He's looping around behind the tier 2. Is he going to go for a backstab? Yes. Oh, no. He's thinking better. Still has sprint. Still has that blink off cooldown. Oh, he's headed top. He has his eyes set on the lifestealer. This greedy stealer, stunned, bashed, ulted. It's not gonna do much. Oh, infest in the friendly creep. How long? Not much. And he is dead. Boom.
Such crashing. Much wow.
The destroyed. Oh, disruptor, no. Disruptor, no. Bash. Oh, he eats an arrow. Mirana's here to save the day. Or will she? And... oh. Ah, no dice. Slardar tries man-moding 3, gets 1. But I still think the offlane Slardar for the lifestealer is worth it. Even if Mirana picks up the kill, she's 1 in 6. So I don't think that's fear.
I am back in here, but I do need to fix all my shit once again. Turn that down, turn that off, switch that on, and okay.
Disruptor's finally 6, but it appears that he completely whiffed his ult here. But it was miscommunication between the OD and him. OD astraled, it went the full duration of the Disruptor ultimate, so astraled Death Prophet sitting inside of a static spawn.
Looks like they are going to consider taking this tier 2 and the fight around it.
EP astraled up, but they stick around. Is back to farming. Katy Perry.
This OD has his ult ready and will maybe consider dropping the hammer in a little while. Nope, they are just going to hit this tower, and no, they'll keep pushing it. They have a pretty good amount of damage here, 19-3, and
Now
the net worth chart is showing it with the balance finally coming out for DGZ here as they go down to the bot lane to start another push on this bot tower.
Oh, cover your eyes. Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
God, they're doing a lot of damage to it too. Oh, they actually see the dire team under cover of Invis and already getting 2 and gonna be 3 with the ghosts here. And
This
wow.
is
Do they have a
this.
gem or something?
Bottom tower is under attack.
One of them, yeah. Lion had the gem and managed to get the Earth Spike off onto the Disruptor as they were coming in under the Marana ult.
Oh,
Slaughter
the deep
will blink
blink.
up and doing good damage to
deep
the OD
blink.
as well as with the Death Prophet Silence means they'll get a team wipe here too. And that's GG 18 minutes in.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Wow.
Now, one cool thing that I didn't realize, but the Slardar ult and the Death Prophet ult just wreck. Yes,
Wow.
I called the DP pickup was GG. This is just brutal. Well, let's see what's gonna happen in game 2.
It's totally brutal. Okay. Should be same password. Yep. You should sit in the lobby.
Yeah, hold on, give me a second.
And we're ready for game 2. Well, Slaughterfest, and hopefully Ragnarok can bring it together for this game.
There's only so many rapes you can watch before it just gets old, and you stop feeling sorry. It's just brutal.
It's brutal, man. Okay, let's see. Sorry everyone about the constant crashing. It's a driver issue and just need to update it, but since it has to do with audio shit, I don't want to do it now because it could fuck things up with the cast and may have to like restart my computer and all that shit. So
Yeah, it's okay. They can always listen to my serenading voice while they watch you restart Dota a million times.
yep. I think it's already been like 10 times now. At least it's good because I know I'm like starting to remember all of the settings that I have to change every time.
Dire team ban.
It's really changing my auto exec, but I'm too lazy. So let's see what Ragnarok is gonna do to try to adapt to
First ban.
this
Oh,
rape.
not first ban DP. Really? Like,
no, it's
you learn your lesson.
they switched sides.
Still, like, I would either way. I wouldn't want to deal with a DP. DP is just too strong. I don't want the other enemy team to get it.
Oh, there you
It
go.
is.
Dire
Fun.
team pick.
But the first pick is, are they going to pick up the Nick? No, wait, nope. Switch teams.
Yeah.
My bad. No, I don't know. I want to see something interesting. It's these
Like
they
a
just
witch
feel like
doctor carry.
I want to see a Pudge or a Meepo or
10 seconds remain.
I don't know. We did get Slardar last game, but he wasn't primary carry. So
Reserve time.
they're taking their time on this one.
Well, we'll see what's gonna end up happening.
Oh, Venno, such a strong hero. I think they honestly should pick up an Abaddon. I mean, you can dispel the Gale. You've now saved anyone who's ever been Galed. And his ultimate can be dispelled. I just think Abaddon is such a good support that there's a reason why they've been banned he's been banned as of late in first tier pros. So I want to see some Abaddon being picked up would be one of those unusuals in captain's mode in terms of tier 3.
Well, they'll go for the Venomancer first, and I feel like Venomancer's pretty reasonable. I mean, with
He's
his
very strong.
with his
Like,
recent buffs, he really does a lot of damage.
well, you can run a mid too. You wreck house mid as Venomancer. He was so much early DPS and slow that you can focus a mid hero down, even some of the strongest mid heroes.
Yeah, and you could get a pretty decent build with him if you do get some farm. It used to not be that way, but now with the increase, I believe, to Poison Sting, you can really get a good slow on people once you start attacking.
I do a 4400 build at level 8, and that's a carry build, and it's very, very, very greedy, and that's if I'm going mid, or a 431.
I don't know. I think ward. I think a level of ward would be good in mid because then you can get that slow off. That's how I would do it. Yeah,
Pick.
you can get that slow off from range, and that'll be really nice.
If I'm mid, I'm not gonna go unless they've pushed land onto my side. I gale them, and then you can dive. Because, Poison Sting, if you max that out, it's 14%. Whereas, you get one in it, and it's only doing half of that, so 13%.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, maybe. But still, Plague Ward, you end up giving them some free farm if you just start spamming them.
Yeah, you don't spam it. You only use it for the initial couple hits of Poison Sting, and when you're chasing them down the lane to get the kill. And they'll go for the Nyx.
If you've maxed the first two, then it shouldn't matter. But the AA and the Nyx Assassin are great pickups. That's a very scary combo because
you can scout for the ult.
You can scout for the ult, and then if you get hit by it, you drop to 10% after one hit from Nyx, and then you break. And if you somehow escape from the Nyx, then you'll probably tick down. So it's a very good global combo.
And as well, you have the it's a little bit hard to
Reserve time.
land the Nyx spikes, but it'll be a little bit easier with the Vortex from AA, as well as if you do manage to land the stun, you'll get a cold feed most likely.
I don't like Vortex. It's only good when you have really long lanes to work with, and you can start spamming it as they run down.
It's really good in my opinion, because once it's maxed out, it slows them a lot. And I think they buffed its cooldown as well. Yeah, it's only 4 seconds now for a 30% slow that has like a very long cast range.
or you can do 80 damage. Like,
I don't think Chilling Touch max is very good, because you don't want to cast it on
Radiant team.
anyone who's important,
no, that's
except
completely
early game.
untrue. No, that's why you max it out early, because then, as it goes late, it becomes less and less viable.
I don't know. I
Like-
think by the time you get to be level 7 or 8, it's
10
not worth it
seconds
to
remaining.
cast it on the main people anymore because the attack speed slow is pretty bad. I believe it's 15%.
No, it's
Yeah. Oh, 15. Yeah.
It's 15%, but 80 damage for 6 attacks?
Radiant
Like,
team pick.
that's, what, 360 damage? No, 480. Yeah, 480 bonus damage for 15% slow. Like, the amount of burst coming out of that. Imagine you have Ursa, who, not Empower. Is it? It's Empower, right? Or
Yeah.
Fury Swipes.
Yeah, Fury
If you-
Swipes is the other one.
If you do Fury Swipes, get that boost in attack speed, drop Chilling Touch on them. It doesn't. You're getting 150 bonus attack speed, and you'll just blow the entire load immediately, bursting any hero down. Like, even if 50 damage, that's a DD rune essentially for 3 hits. You can put it on multiple heroes. Like in a tri-lane, that's just insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, early game, it's amazing, which is why you should max it out. And Cold Feet, I really like AA in a tri-lane.
Wind Ranger's gonna be great because they're gonna be able to land Cold Feet procs very easily if you get a Shackle Shot. And the thing about AA is, if they are gonna pick up another hero after Wind Ranger who does magic damage, I feel like it is gonna be more worth it to get the Ice Vortex than the Chilling Touch because of the sheer amount of magic damage they are gonna be able to put out with it. Because it does do a 30% magic resistance decrease. And since your base is only 25%, that will basically take away all of it unless you either have extra resistance, certain heroes have that, or if you get something like a cloak or a pipe or a headdress.
Spirit Breaker.
Not a headdress,
This is
hood.
I
Yeah,
do not.
Spear Breaker's
I
gonna
do
be
not-
interesting against the Timber Saw.
I don't like Ragnarok. This entire lineup is. I don't know how I feel about it. Bristleback and Spirit Breaker are going to be hard countered by Timbersaw, and
You're switching the teams again.
5 seconds. 5.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok is Radiant.
I apologize.
Reserve time.
So DGZ is just going to get wrecked. Like, Bristleback, Spirit Breaker, their 2 main cores right now are not going to be able to withstand this
Yep, I'm crashing.
Timbersaw. And
Good shit.
it's just not going to be that pretty of a sight.
God, this one process is really a problem. It's like
question-
one process that takes up, like, I think a quarter of my RAM or something.
Sounds like a virus.
It's not a virus, it's like some weird, like, regular process that you just need to update your drivers for.
Let's see what final pickup is for Ragnarok.
Did you know that double-clicking your blink dagger will cause you to automatically blink toward your team's fountain? If you didn't, now you do.
Gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter for who?
Radiant.
Okay.
DGZ.
I think you overestimate to some extent the ability that Timbersaw has to counter strength heroes because while
alright,
early game
Timbersaw-
it's
no,
like
no, no.
good,
It's
late
freaking
game it's not that
amazing.
big a deal.
What are you talking about? 15% is 15%. And that's 15% less damage and less HP. That it's a static loss, and then it's pure damage on top of
It's
that.
not 15% less HP because you have base HP.
Stat loss percent. If you're losing 15% of your primary stat and you're a strength hero, you're losing 15% of your HP. That's how that works. And, you know, it's pure damage, so it goes through Bristleback completely. And, you know, the only way to stop the Timbersaw is a stun, and they only have one hard stun, and then they have to worry on Greater Bash. And if you're ziplining
No, they have 2
tree to
stuns.
tree,
Or actually 3 stuns. Because they have Witch Doctor Cask, and then they have Spirit Breaker's Charge, which does a stun, and then they have his ult, which does a stun as well.
alright, so they, like, Charge of Darkness is...
Now,
a
their strike
very
is going to
short-
actually help against Timbersaw, because his kiting won't matter. They're going to pick up a Medusa as their final one, and this is going to be interesting, because Medusa versus Gyro is...
Dusa wins.
They
Dusa-
both
if
have similar... They both have similar, not abilities, but similar outcomes in terms of the basically ranged cleave that they have. I would say Gyro wins early, but Medusa obviously wins this late game, and she has the supporting cast, especially in like the Bristleback and the Spearbreaker, to maybe pull this off. But I agree with you, it does really depend on this Timbersaw and where he's going to go here. And we'll see how that works out. Let's go over the teams here. Ragnarok on the Radiant. We're going to have Inconspicuous Bear on the Nyx. Squeaks will be on the Gyrocopter. Mixzac will be on Ancient Apparition. CJC153 will be on the Timbersaw. And looks like heading towards mid will be Justin X. Maybe thinking about going offlane.
DGZ has 30 minutes to win the game. That's when the Dusa is going to start being able to go toe-to-toe with the Gyro. After 30 minutes...
You just did it again. DJZ is dire.
Ragnarok.
There you go. So, Chopa77 will be playing the Witch Doctor. Going down to the bot lane will be Lilac on the Bristleback, as well as Meridius on the Venomancer, heading down to warding. Confistory will be playing the Spirit Breaker, also on the bot lane. And lastly, on top lane, we have Katy Perry on the Medusa.
LD was just talking with Merlini about this, and they were listing garbage tier heroes, dumpster tier heroes, and one of the ones they brought up was Spirit Breaker. Is he truly garbage tier?
Okay.
Where is he going?
I think... What do you think Medusa's going for here? She has 475 gold saved here.
Midas?
You think a Midas would really be good against this lineup?
She just has to get late game, and if you can farm a Midas and you get to late game, you win the game as Dusa. That's just how it works. Even if you're put behind, if you get a reasonably timed and you use it every time it's off cooldown, it's really hard to shut her down. Once she hits 6, she has a free get out of jail free card.
So it looks like we have Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane here, and they're actually going to leave Medusa up here on the safe lane, guessing out that Tri-Lane. And Timbersaw, I don't know how Timbersaw is going to do against this Medusa here. What do you think?
Timbersaw, it's going to be a tough matchup for both of them. Timbersaw can get harassed down, but because Dusa has such low base damage, not that, you know, Timbersaw has a better one, but, you know, he has to tank 2 or 3 hits to get within range. And he starts out with 0 base armor. So, if he doesn't have those stacks up, he's taking pure damage. And the Mystic Snake first, no, that's magic damage is the Achilles heel of Timbersaw.
And what do you think about this bot lane here? It looks like they are going to go back and maybe consider... Nope, they will place an aggressive ward here that should, I believe, block off that camp there. And that's going to help out a little bit in terms of helping them to secure a kill here. And they have a couple of good opportunities here, because the Nyx, his stun is a little bit hard to land, especially when people are close by. And Gyrocopter is pretty squishy as well. And with the Ancient Apparition, he can't really help out too much.
Problem is, if you go on Gyro and he's maxed out Rocket Barrage, you risk dying.
That's true. They do actually get a stun off onto the Bristleback, but the Cold Feet after that will not end up activating. And
It's
on
just
top lane,
GTFO.
this Gyro, or the Timbersaw, is actually taking a lot of damage here from the constant snake spam from the Medusa.
Yeah, it's a shitty lineup, and he's gonna end up blowing up. Like this Dusa will counter him hard.
They should
Wow.
switch the Timber Saw and the Windrunner, I believe.
Yeah, that would be a good lineup, and it would match pretty well. But Dusa just messed up hard. She tanked 4 hits from tower,
Oh, I didn't
and
see that.
she's out of regen. She's sitting on 3 branches. So, you know, if I were Timbersaw, I'd check, see what she has, then just run her out of lane completely.
Yeah, he does have 2 in the chain, which will help as well.
She bought 4 tangos and sent them up right away. Honestly, I think if she's going to bring the curry out her way, she should buy the Gloves of Haste.
Not flying the courier either. Up now
She
it will start going out, and on
She
the
should
bot
bought-
lane, they're not doing that much.
Spin. Are we going to see a first blood?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the Timber
maybe.
Chain does hit, but it not enough
Can't she
damage
loop
yet.
around?
One more Timber
And
Chain will
first blood.
end up doing it. And, okay, let's pause.
Team DC. Although the Dusa did not disconnect, so this you cannot blame DCing for your feeding of first blood. She got way too aggressive, just stayed back, and waited for everything to for her tangos to reach her. And like I was saying, she should have bought Gloves of Haste beforehand. Then she could, or at least the something, leave it in the pool. You know, secure that reliable gold so she doesn't risk losing it like she did now.
Yeah, was really close to that Midas, but I don't know if it's worth it to just keep holding on this.
Oh, it's the same. It's a repeat. You know, last game, the Nakes got tunnel vision for the Midas. In this game, you know, Dusa might be doing the same thing, getting tunnel vision.
Yeah, which means that Ragnarok actually may come up with a win here, which will be our first 1-1 set. If they do manage to win this, they are gonna. These rockets, I guess they did hit the rocket, but too close, so not gonna do very much damage here.
It's just a value point. I mean, homing missile is one of those things that it's better to have one in it, so if they dive and your support's already dead, they run the risk of being stunned under tower. That's one of the... it punishes for greed, because if you start diving and you don't kill that rocket, you risk being stunned in a very odd position.
Spearbreaker has 3 in the charge and 2 in the bash, and I feel like they could charge down bot lane and possibly get a kill here with the stuff they have here. He'll probably go once he has level 6, and 1 creep away means that they should definitely consider this, in my opinion. Actually, on the top lane, pretty close to death, both the Medusa and the Timbersaw.
She keeps tanking the tower hits, which put her behind. I mean, she doesn't have this massive, 4 bonus regen. Now, one thing that is really... There's 3 reasons. Want a Spirit Breaker mid. 1, 2, and 3. You got 3 forms of detection. Your mid player should call the Spirit Breaker missing. Then you got 2 wards in both directions that will see it coming. Where, he should, if he does charge anywhere, he should come from cool out. Otherwise, he's just going to give himself away. They're going to move behind tower, and he's going to be SOL. Oh, we saw
Spirit Breaker is charging bot under cover of smoke. Target is the gyro, will go in, and doing a lot of damage here onto the Ancient Apparition, who may be first blood here. Oh,
No,
sorry, there already was first blood. My bad. Actually, Gyro's
goes
taking a
down.
lot of damage. The Nether Strike was good, too, managing to bash him backwards, and they will, with the next bash, get the 3rd kill here. And like I said, the charge from the Spirit Breaker proving that they did end up getting 3 kills down here.
This is a very scary game. I agree. They should have switched things up. I think they should have put the either this Timbersaw mid or put the gyro up top.
Although, well, considering that this Medusa, the way that she's playing, this Timbersaw is actually working out okay. I mean, the Windrunner or Wind Ranger would have probably been a little bit better, but what I thought would be really bad for the Timbersaw is actually turning out to be not that bad. And speaking of the Wind Ranger, if you look here,
Yeah,
she is actually considering it. Oh, I can't draw. Oh, I can draw only on the map, I guess. Okay. And she has the DD as well, which means she'll be hitting for about 130 or so, 140.
Timbersaw and her. Honestly, she should bait it out.
XP
Or
about
Timbersaw should
even.
bait it out.
Gold roughly even.
I think she Dusa just has foregone the Midas and just went power treads. She knows she needs survivability. Timbersaw should come forward and bait out this. Start being really aggressive.
Okay, Windrunner is here. Yeah, Timbersaw is gonna do it. Looks like he should have stayed a little bit closer to the creeps, but Wind Ranger, god damn it, is ready. Will go into the side shop area. Timbersaw is nice and low, nice juicy target. Medusa's not going for it though. She may realize that by this time, Wind Ranger is pretty far gone.
No, I think what it was if you're playing Medusa, you couldn't care less about kills. You just want them sweet last hits.
Yeah, and honestly, it could even be better to just keep them low. Actually, they are going to get a cold feed off on the Bristleback. Will it activate? No, just barely, I believe. Oh, actually, if you look... Oh, no, wait. Sorry, that's the Dire Courier. I thought that could have been the Radiant Courier there. Spearbreaker could have almost picked it off. And not too much action as compared to last game. This Nyx is sitting on the left side of the trees here on the bot lane and thinking about an Earth Spike. Actually, Spearbreaker coming in. And...
3-man stun? Oh, only 2.
Doing a lot of damage here.
Oh, that stun. Yeah, see... It's not protecting the gyro, and, you know, now 0-2. Whereas Dusa, she's had a poor start, but she's only 0-1.
Time is running out for Dire's middle tower.
Well, he had a bit too much. So, yeah. I mean, we kind of went to high school together, so I kind of know.
Yeah, both Spirit Breaker and Dusa are sitting at the top of last hits. Jacob, shut up. We don't like you. So, Evan's roommate is apparently co-casting today. Are they
That
going
was
to catch out the
interesting.
Spirit
Okay,
Breaker?
sorry about that. Something weird going on with our sweet mate, I guess. I guess he got like hella drunk or something. Yeah.
It looks like they're switching up the lanes here. We got Timbersaw mid.
Yeah, they do have Timbersaw mid now. Where did the Wind Ranger go? Oh, she is down bot. Oh, looks like I'm going to crash maybe. Nope, not going to happen yet.
Bottom.
Oh, they do
Shackle
get the
shot.
Shackle Shot and the
Cold
Cold Feet, which
foot.
means this Bristleback is as good as dead. I believe the Witch Doctor
And
heal is doing
boom.
good, but he does end up dying. Gyro is going to end up dying for this, having to stay too long because of the Witch Doctor heal. And they're getting a couple poison stings on him, but they will not go
Timbersaw
for it.
comes down. Is the TP worth it? Sources say no. And Dusa! Free farming. Looks like she's going drums. Getting those stats. Maybe she's going to start fighting early.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, this is a Dusa. She's not going to fight at all.
The Dire just
Not until she has her Rapier Lincoln Scotty. Then you can start fighting.
I don't
this
think you
Dusa.
would want to fight with a Rapier Lincoln Scotty. I don't know why you would get a... Oh my god, they do actually get the charge off onto the gyro, and they're going to kill him too. Yep.
Who's way out of position. He's been dying with 2 supports, and now he only has Nyx here.
Time is running out for Dire's middle tower. Radiant must summon
Now,
the spirit
what?
to defend their top.
They are actually going to think about going on this Medusa here. They have 3 in the area.
On the horizon.
The Wind Ranger is going to pop the phase boots, going to start running up, but Medusa, no wards, but does just sense that there is a possible gank here as the rest of the team is missing.
Gyro...
Timbersaw is in the trees.
Radiant's bottom
He's
tower.
going to consider it.
Gyro needs to take a page out of Deuce's book. Like,
Radiant's
Medusa's going to go into the
has-
bunker. So
has no vision, but instantly decides, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go in the bunker. They're gonna... I think they should pressure this tower.
yeah, the DD from the Wind Ranger is doing a lot here.
They have 20 minutes
Actually, the
left.
Spearbreaker charge coming in does hit onto the Ancient Apparition, but looks like... Oh, he does actually pop
Gets
the
his
Nether
ult
Strike and does manage to kill the AA. The crash happens, and I get fucked.
Timbersaw is able to make it out. He's at half HP. The Gyre ended up getting an early mech. That's DBZ or DGZ, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running
So-
at like 98% of my RAM.
You Autismo.
I basically have like a giant parasite attached to my computer. Is this World of
So,
Tanks you're playing?
Gyro is coming up.
This
Boom!
just in, World of Tanks,
Nails.
really shitty game. Looks like.
Gyro whiffs his ult, hits nothing, not even farming the creep wave with it. Radiant's bottom tower just outside of deny range. Or Radiant's bot tower is just out of deny. Radiant's top tower is gonna fall to Dusa and Bristleback. EGZ is getting some early farm on her. Bristleback is the one with this, it seems. Now she's off to the jungle. She still hasn't put anything in split shot yet, but
Do that.
Killing
And
spree.
move that down. Move that down. Okay, there we go. Now back to net worth. And we're ready to go again.
Radiant's
Okay.
bottom tower is
Looks
under
like
attack.
Spearbreaker pretty low health here, but
because he just
bottling up.
destroyed Gyro.
Radiant's
Considering
bottom
going on the
tower
Timbersaw,
is
actually,
under attack.
he does have the charge ready again. No Nether Strike, though. With Witch Doctor sitting on the high ground, they could...
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
they
Oh,
do actually
that ward.
see him somehow.
The ward right here. See her.
Oh yeah, with the ward on the other side, we'll see them. And the
Oh,
Gyro
three
ult is
nil.
going to do
Oh
great
my
damage here.
goodness.
They won't get the AA proc here, and Witch Doctor's trying to heal them up as fast as he can. Veno's going to pop the ult, and this is going to do pretty well. The AA ult off target, and they will
That
maybe get the
shackle.
Gyro. No, they didn't pop the Gale, so no lethal on this. That's big mistake in my opinion.
AA! Oh, so close.
Yeah, the Poison
They-
Sting not good enough.
It wasn't the poison sting, it was the Witch Doctor cask. They didn't Delta split, and Witch Doctor AA was just tanking all of the hits. He dropped to 20 HP.
Spearbreaker
Radiant's middle tower is
could...
under attack.
No. He's pretty low health here, and Medusa, during all of that, has managed to get a drum and 1,700 gold, so...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I would not be against a Midas. Now, hear me out. 14-minute Midas, you might say that it's crazy, but you know, if you're Dusa, you're playing ultra late game.
Yeah, I think
All you have to
Midas
do
would
is
be
just
okay, maybe.
not die and keep farming.
Honestly, Midas is a really good item on Medusa. I would say almost at any stage of the game, just because she doesn't necessarily need damage. She just really needs levels.
Yeah.
If you get the levels, then you can build up your mana shield so that you don't ever die, and then you can farm. Looks like Spearbreaker is going to charge away from this gank here. He's going through no man's land, though. Oh, no, he will actually stop near the Radiant Ancients and manage to get out that way. Green line drawn here by Spearbreaker, saying to go bottom, I believe. Although he himself looks like he's going back to base. No.
Well, his charge is on cooldown, so he's got 10 seconds to heal up.
Medusa's actually almost dead here in the jungle. We'll perhaps have to go back to base for that. And meanwhile, looks like Witch Doctor's pinging out the mid tower to get ready to deny it.
Oh, she just...
They pop the glyph on this to make sure they can deny it, and I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah.
And they don't even get the deny. Gyro getting charged.
Bristleback was thinking about going straight on it, but yeah, Spearbreaker does charge into the middle. The AA stun gets going, and Gyro does end up dying, but this great Gyro ult that he cast just before he died is doing a lot. The Death Ward, though, doing great damage, has already killed the Ancient Apparition as well as the Nyx. Timbersaw will just Timber Chain back to try to kill some of these creeps here, and ends up being 3 for 1.
I do not like this. The Timbersaw only has 1 in reactive armor. Like, that's his sustain. That's what makes him hard to kill. So I don't like the fact that he's not getting, 18 armor and possibly 5 regen, 25.4 regen. That would allow him to tank a lot of the damage, be able to save.
Oh, actually, Windranger with the Blink is going to try to go on this Medusa. The Cold Feet will not proc, and Medusa already has a Yasha and was starting to pressure that top tower, and she's doing a really good job of staying out of these fights, and they really haven't tried to pressure her very much, although they will probably start doing it now as they've realized that she's done a lot here on this top lane by herself. Nyx is under cover of Invis, will spot, no, goes the wrong way to find the Medusa, and we'll see her coming out in the lane. He does get the hit off, and the spikes as well. Does the mana burn, and Medusa...
She should pop her ult right now.
She popped the drums. The AA ult, too slow.
Just out of range. She doesn't need to use anything.
Nyx not fast enough. Only drum charge.
Now, look at this. It's 4 to 11, but it's only been 4 versus 5. Scratch that. 4 to 12. Gyro feeds yet again. He's below the Venomancer. DGZ is doing very well, and it's like I said, 4 versus 5. Medusa still hasn't put anything in split shot, which is actually, I think, slowing her farm down quite a bit. Farming without having her mana shield on, it just keeps her really low, and if a Nyx pops out of nowhere, she runs the risk of just being blown up before she can turn her mana shield on. A is being pinged out. Oh, what a horrible time to ward. He's just trying to be a good support, and Spirit Breaker is there to just man mode him.
You lie broken.
Pyro. Oh, I really like this aggressive warding out here. They can see everything.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, I was just watching a little bit of that action. Actually, Venomancer looks like he's gonna go down here.
Recently
never
dropped.
mind. Nope. Looks like they have a few too many people here from the Dire.
It was the sentry that they baited him out. They pulled him back a little bit, and they had full vision of him this entire time. And
they're actually gonna charge under tower. They don't get the shackle off, and they do manage to kill him. AA taking a lot of damage here, but Spiritbreaker under tower. He does have his armlet though. He is gonna pop from this. Yeah.
He just tried toggling right there, and he went below.
Yeah, probably didn't remember about that. And they're gonna clean off the creeps and Dire will just run away from this. Ends up being 2 for 2, which is not too bad considering the kill score right now.
They lost their main carry, and Timbersaw he's not farming that well.
This Gyro is really not doing very well. They're gonna have to rely on this Wind Ranger for now.
Or connection issues out of the Dusa. She must be running on Evan's computer.
Yeah, probably. No, except she's probably not crashing. They said that Medusa was getting lag.
Yeah, the dorm internet apparently is garbage. Yeah, the Timbersaw is 2-0, but I don't see him being that big of a playmaker when it's needed most.
What do you think this Wind Ranger is gonna buy here? She does have about 2,200 gold here.
I'd like to see a sheepstick.
I would think something like sheepstick could work. I would also say something like a decent damage item, something like a crits maybe, or something like that. Or it could be an orchid. Orchid would be good, because she's really gonna have to try to carry this, and I feel like she should get an item now, not try to hope for the sheepstick, because she's not going to get much farm continuing on in this game, because they do have all of their tier 1s gone.
2-0-2, and you know, I think she should be going for a sheepstick, because she'll get it up the second Dusa. It's relatively scary, and if you look at Deuce's items, Yasha means he's probably going for a
looks
early
like a Manta, yeah.
Manta style. So, you know, Orchid is just going to be Manted out of, so there's no reason she should get it. And if he's going Manta, then, you know, Sheepstick is going to be that much more effective, because
Think?
I think it's Sphere, that one.
Okay. Looks like they are going to charge down onto this Gyro. He will TP. Big mistake to TP. Well, I guess maybe he didn't know that they were that close. And he will end up dying again.
Why?
Yeah, he was pretty far out in the middle of nowhere here, with no tier 1 or anything.
No tier 1, no supports anywhere, and they've got all of this aggressive warding, and he's at the lane where
Timbersaw's
creeps
just
can
going to
see.
TP back. Not safe. Not feeling safe here. Medusa's going to come down bot again for this push once again. Is going to start doing some damage to the... Yeah, she's taking a lot of damage here, and this Timbersaw, unfortunately... Yeah, just the cooldowns there were a bit too much.
Cooldown? Cooldown? Beef cooldown? Yeah, but
Looks
he does
like...
get a 20-minute Bloodstone. He is 2-0. Relatively decent...
yeah, and by distracting with the Medusa, they are now going to push this bot lane. There's going to be a fight here. Shackle shot and the Gyro ult does get hit onto the Spearbreaker, and he's really close to dead. Does have the armlet, though, as well as the Witch Doctor heal and the bottle, and does end up living.
Yeah, that's... He has one of the... he has the highest HP base of any hero. And you've got Timbersaw split pushing. You think he's gonna go Necro after?
I don't think.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything really to push. Timbersaw's not even that. He's okay at pushing in terms of killing the creeps, but he really can't do very much to the tower, which is a problem.
No, I've often thought of getting AC on him just because it gives attack speed. And in between those, in between cooldowns, it really does allow you to...
They are going to charge onto the Gyro here, under the tower. Will get the Gale off onto him, and with a couple of Poison Stings, he's going to die here. Nyx pops the Spike Carapace, and will end up dying with the Spirit Breaker Illusions. Timbersaw's coming into the mix here. Will pop the Timber Chain, and starting to try to run away, but he has the goo onto him. Gonna start taking damage. Will Timber Chain again, and manages to get into the base.
He should have stayed, to be honest. He should have just kept timber chaining between these trees here, here, and here. And as long as he can kite them, you know, he's gonna burst down.
Timbersaw's coming back in again, does manage to get the Spear Breaker. The Death Ward's going off, which means that Timbersaw will end up dying.
He denied himself.
Yeah, a close one there. Barely managed to do it, and they're just gonna TP back home. Meanwhile, Medusa's still continuing to just farm by herself. has another 1,400 gold here. What do you think she should go next?
She's probably gonna get Lincolns. Either Lincolns or Scotty.
I don't know about Lincoln's personally, because if you look at the Radiant side, they don't really have much in the way of single target here. Most of their damage isn't targeted.
Shackle, it's not damage. You just, like, if you're Dusa, it's not about being hurt. You can tank that. It's not being able to attack. Like, if you disrupt her from attacking by, you know, a hackle shot and into a cold foot, into a impale. Impale is still blocked by Lincoln's.
I feel like a
homing
BKB
missile.
would be preferable in this case. Timbersaw, speaking of which, is actually pretty close. No, they will not get him.
BKB doesn't give you regen or stats like Lincoln's does, which both are very, very effective.
Yeah, I guess she does still need regen here. Yeah, Timbersaw is going to TP away here as DGZ, we're getting pretty close to him. They are doing pretty well, but still waiting for that Medusa, I guess.
They have 6 minutes, 5 minutes and 10 seconds really before Medusa's gonna start just being.
And
the
you're right,
scariest
Wind Ranger
motherfucker.
does look like she's gonna go for that sheep stick. Already has the ultimate orb. Actually, they do manage to get the shackle shot off onto the Spirit Breaker, and the homing missile is going on him.
Armlet
The
toggle.
gyro
Pop
ult
it.
does miss.
Armlet toggle.
Does
There we go.
toggle it, but taking a lot of damage. Looks like I'm gonna crash
Toggle.
here.
There. Yeah, he's going.
Yep,
He's
crash
making it, and
happens.
he toggles out of it. He toggles out of it into safety. This is pro Dota. He gets away safely. He's 5-2 and 12.
I think
Just
it's
run
about
into
every
jungle
10
now.
minutes I'm crashing.
He bottles up, and he's almost ready to go again. All he needs to do is refill his bottle. And he's charging down. Where's he headed? AA? Is he gonna die? Oh, AA is just destroyed. And he goes on the Timber Saw. The Timber Saw, Timber chains away just in time. Will he get out? Oh! Just barely. Oh. That shackle shot onto Witch Doctor and the
Actually, need that up.
Bristleback, and another whiffed ult by Gyrocopter. This is very sad to see an 0 and 10, 50%, just under 50% of the deaths.
This is Radio Dota.
Oh, it seems like the four from the Dire headed down the middle. You've got a Bristle, Spirit Breaker, and Venomancer, followed by Witch Doctor.
And they're going around the curve. Looks like Witch Doctor slightly pulling ahead and just barely makes it by a nose.
Dewarding, faster than the human eye.
The odds on him are 3-1.
Oh, he's got a gem. That's
Yeah,
why
I'm
he's
coming back
dewarding.
into the game now. I really am gonna fix this probably right after this is over.
Benno, Necro 1.
I turned off the fucking netgraph. Jesus. Oh, I typed it wrong.
And you got the 0 and 10 Gyrocopter, top lane, just prime target for the
Just
Spirit
trying
Breaker.
to farm as fast as he can. All he has is just a drum, basically. What does this
Now-
Bristleback have here? He already has the Heaven's Halberd and another 1,200 gold. And it looks like they're going to sit in the Radiant Jungle here. What do you think they should do here, DGZ?
Just wait. Like, they've got their 4-man suppressing 5-man under their own tower. Like,
Medusa does have a Demon Edge.
Demon Edge.
So,
Come on, Rapier. Rapier.
theoretically...
Screw. Oh no, it's gonna be a fucking MKB, because I want to hit Wind Ranger while she's wind running.
Actually, speaking of hitting things, Spirit Breaker is going to end up dying here. Bristleback gets hit by the ult,
Gyro.
and Venomancer will end up dying here. Bristleback taking a lot of damage.
Timbro saw kicking dick.
Meanwhile,
the
Witch
spin.
Doctor is just going to TP, try to leave him to die.
Look at that. Ah.
And close to
Timber
death.
Chain is back up. He's dead. Spin chain dead.
And that's
Oh,
the last of
doesn't even need
Bristleback.
it. But look at this net worth. Windrunner, 9k, just under 9k.
And
in net
Medusa
worth.
is up at 14.
Dusa is sitting there at 14 with hard counter Demon Edge.
She's
into
gonna, if she wants the
MKB.
MKB, she's gonna have it in about 1 creep.
Yeah. Now,
Pop the
now,
Mantle Illusions for a little bit of scouting, and
Here's-
we'll TP home for more mana.
Here's where we find out. Going Rapier, like I want her to, or is she getting MKB?
I think it's
like
a dumb
like
choice
plebe?
to go Rapier. I mean, it would be
Well,
kind
like-
of cool, but like, there's no need at all.
Windrunner, AA, mix. Oh, even the freaking gyrocopter will all blow up to that. So
But the
on,
thing is, if
baby.
you do manage to get a stun off of any sort before she starts killing people, you have lots of follow up from it that will kill her.
on.
She's sitting on
She's-
1500 health and has like mana shield and 1000 mana, but it doesn't matter. They have enough damage where they could probably kill her.
1,000 mana is 2.5. So she theoretically has.
Doesn't work that
3,800
way.
HP. Is
No, it only blocks, I believe,
2.5.
50% of the damage. So she, I believe she has technically 3,000 or whatever HP.
3,000 HP.
I still
Give or
think they
take.
can. I still think they can do it. Speaking
She
of doing
doesn't-
it, they are doing Rosh right now.
Guess
and
what?
She's
She's
gonna
getting rapier.
Mages.
She's getting rapier.
Yeah,
Look at it.
yeah. I think
She's-
you're right.
she's at
She has
30
the money.
3,800. She has 3,800.
Oh! Okay. Okay, the
Fucking
game
called
has
it.
changed now.
Fucking called it. 30 minutes almost on the fucking dot.
I sort of thought they would do it, but I mean,
I called this 30 minutes and 30 seconds ago. I said they had 30 minutes to win the game before it just
I
gets
don't
out of
know.
hand.
Now, I
But-
mean,
but she
technically, Radiant has a chance now if they get this
Yeah.
Divine.
Yeah, but they have to kill her twice.
I think this is a
first-
funny move, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Yeah, that's true. She does have the Aegis.
She has Aegis, Mana Shield.
They,
Like, if she's-
she did just show the Divine, though. I think that's a mistake.
It doesn't matter. Like, what are they gonna do? Their only option is to
Realize
back
that she
off.
has a Divine and try to kill her.
Yeah, but like, what are they gonna do?
They're gonna pop the ult on her, which is gonna do a little bit of damage here.
And
Actually, the
then she's gonna-
Gyro
she's
ult, they're gonna
ult.
do a lot of damage. Gyro's
One.
already dying. Medusa's not in there yet. AA will end
Medusa,
up dying.
2,
Timbersaw as well. They'll get the
3.
Nyx. Wind Ranger, buyback from the Timbersaw, coming back.
Ult.
Timber trying to
and-
kill people, not gonna do anything though. Wind
Medusa
Ranger does
just-
manage to kill the Bristleback through
What?
all that. Medusa's gonna try to come up. She will just start hitting
Take
away
the
on the
tower.
tower here, taking tower hits.
They found the button.
Honestly,
Witch
I
Doctor,
wanna see a Desolator on her.
Witch Doctor's
Yes.
doing a lot of good healing here, which will probably keep her up. And they're gonna get this first barracks here.
It's his game. They're gonna rotate bottom. It's gonna be 2 sets of racks. They can't handle Katy Perry's girth.
AA ult's gonna miss, and Gyro still doesn't have much. All he has now, in addition, is a Helm of the
Oh,
Dominator.
the whiffed
The
ult,
homing
too.
missile's gonna come in.
No.
Doesn't get it though, and that means Nyx is gonna end up dying here. Yep, will die from the bashes there on the
This-
Spirit Breaker, and Medusa's
Medusa's
coming in,
doing work.
gonna try to kill the Timbersaw. Not enough.
She
She's
should
not
get
doing
AC.
as much damage yet because she doesn't really have any damage items. So even though you would think she would be hitting for a shit ton with
No, she
Divine,
hits like a tank, but the reason why it didn't look that way is because you've got Timbersaw with a plate mail and full stacks.
well, she's only
That's-
doing about 400, which is not. I mean, okay, it's a lot, but like with Divine, usually you think of having more damage than that.
She does over 400. She does 400 and an AoE. She has split shot on, which is 20% less. So she's doing technically 480 single target if she's toggling it properly.
I
So-
don't believe she is. Let's watch.
She's-
See if
She
she
isn't
goes up.
toggling. But you've got the Timbersaw who maxed out has what is it? 10 on top of that 16, 30 armor. So
AA ult's gonna go. Only gonna hit the Witch Doctor. And
Carry Witch
Medusa's going to
Doctor.
clear the creep wave again. Timbersaw will clear the creep wave as well, along
Yeah,
with the Wind
she's
Ranger.
not-
Medusa's going to go up to the high ground, start hitting the tower, while the rest of them are trying to keep the Radiant team back here. Bristleback actually does
Hold it
get caught
off.
under the Chakram. The great bash from the
Lots of
Spirit Breaker
ult.
means that they're taking a lot of damage. The Death Ward as well is going to clean up a lot of them.
Yeah,
And
this is
Timbersaw just
GG.
commits suicide. Basically,
Called it.
just
Called it.
committing
freaking
Sudoku
34
right
minutes
here.
ago.
And
Radiant's bottom tower
that's
fallen.
GG.
Can it be?
I don't know if they needed the Rapier, but a little cutesy way to win there. And
No, it.
good shit.
Like I said, they had 30 minutes to win, and then Medusa's just gonna rape.
Yeah,
And-
it wasn't necessarily the Divine Rapier that did it. It was just the amount of
No.
gold she had.
But
I mean,
that's
like,
just Dusa. Like, she could have gotten an MKB and done just as well. And like, they didn't address her. And you know, the gyrocopter. The reason why Spirit Breaker is a garbage tier hero is because Spirit Breaker is only effective to people who have shitty map awareness, and there are no TP responses. And there weren't TP responses in time to save Gyrocopter, so he just fed. He was 0-12, or 0-14, I think, at the end of that.
Gyrocopter, yeah, 1 and 12.
Oh, 1-12. I apologize, Gyrocopter. You're 1-12.
Well,
Will be forever remembered.
that is the last game of today, and ends up being 2-0 to DragonGeorgeZ over Ragnarok, and still looking for a 1-1 split in a set, but it'll happen eventually. I know it will. And yep, that's the last of the games today, and we will. Let's see, I believe. Yeah, we're starting again, obviously, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the games tomorrow will be 5 double versus Who's That Handsome Devil. Who's That Handsome Devil won last weekend, and 5 double lost in the first weekend, and then the second set will be Farm and Feed versus Double Pigeons. Farm and Feed won that first week, and Double Pigeons lost in the second week. So we'll see if they can try to redeem themselves and get some wins here in the UIUC Ultimate Championship. Thank you, Rourke, and Cameron, who's probably still on here, for casting. Actually, let's see if Cameron is on here. Yeah, shit tons of mutes, but oh no, they're both muted. Okay. Yeah, we'll see you next tomorrow. Sorry. For more games at 7:30 p.m. Thank you and good night.